Session 5 of Bylaw and Order. And our brave players today are literally brave because they have braved the elements to get here. It is snowing in Victoria.
Snowmageddon in 2019.
Yeah, it's pretty harsh out there.
Yeah, visibility is low. The roads are unplowed because Victoria doesn't have that many snow plows. In Victoria's defense, it snows here like once every 2 years and it melts in 48 hours.
There's like a 1% incline hill outside of my house, and I just heard buses just tires spinning, and it's like flat ground, but just that small hill.
Yep.
Well, hopefully it melts quickly. It's supposed to be up like 4 or 5 degrees by like Friday.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I mean, it's the perfect time to stay inside and play one of the nerdiest games around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to a dream world where there's no snow.
Oh, there's no snow in this part of Ravnica.
Yay!
There might be a district where they get snow.
Uh-oh.
This part of Ravnica is, I would say, similar to this part of the world.
Ooh.
So anyhow, but if you've missed previous sessions of Bylaw and Order, please, you can go check them out. The VODs are up on the D&D channel, but also on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/loadingreadyrun. And if you prefer to consume your D&D in audio-only format, I do not blame you, and you can get that wherever fine podcasts are served by just typing in Loading Ready Run or Dice Friends. So, I don't think it snows on Ravnica. Surely there's a mountain somewhere where it snows. It snows in Australia, right?
I just
an
assume
entire
that
world.
any sort of thing that is large and in the way, the Izzet have like blasted out of the way to like make room for a thing.
I mean, they've been progressing through the seasons.
Right.
Right.
True.
Yeah,
it is
'cause
like
we're
it's
in
autumn
Yeah.
in Ravnica, right? Or
Yeah.
in Magic. In
Yes.
sets, it's autumn and whatnot. So I mean, maybe it'll be the return of Snowlands.
Oh,
6
in
years down.
Ravnica 3.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Ravnica
This
3.
is Ravnica 4.
Well, we have the next set coming out. So we have Allegiances is the second one, so whatever the third one is.
I thought there was only 2 taking place in Ravnica. I have no idea.
I don't know anymore.
No, War of the Spark I thought was in Ravnica.
Is
Yeah.
it?
That's
Oh.
what I thought. Yeah,
Oh,
that
cool.
could be winter setting. We'll
Well,
see.
sorry, this is like completely off track.
Okay.
But both the first set and the second have been in autumn. I don't know if they would make the shift. It's
Oh,
like each
that's
time.
what you mean.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll never know.
Return to the return to the return of Ravnica.
knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll never be able to know. No
So-
one can ever know.
In other useful news, aside from debating what season it is, it's fall in this campaign as well, which is why Applefest was over. You missed it,
Oh.
right? But in addition to this, we have a chat here, and we love you guys all very much, but we're going to be hiding you while the campaign is going on. There will be no chat, so we can't see you. And I'm actually going to ask Cameron to reach behind him, grab me a tissue, and then pass it to me. I don't think I'll need it, but I want to be sure. Our really talented, fantastically funny engineer Heather will be able to read chat, and she'll
Yay,
be able to
Heather.
Yeah.
see your great quips.
But be
But
sure
we
to leave
won't.
secret messages. I went back and read them last time, and they were all very kind.
Oh, hooray.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can leave us as many secret messages as you want. And I apologize. I have been sick for a good couple weeks now. I thought I was over it. But it's sort of the lingering effects of a cold, but it shouldn't affect me too badly. So I feel like everybody have some fun, and I think, are we ready to start session 5?
Yeah, born ready.
Yeah.
We are. I'm going to ask you to take the mic pack out of your pocket for this session.
One sec.
For my reasons.
How's that?
I need you to speak.
La 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 la. Hey everybody, I'm here to say I've got a lot of strong opinions on music today. My favorite bands in order from top to bottom. Boards of Canada.
Ooh.
Top.
Yeah, number 1.
Yeah. All right.
It's a windmill slam for me on that one.
Ooh.
All right, how was that, Heather?
Yeah,
Good?
you can go now.
All right, let us begin our session. Hello, and welcome to this upbeat session of Bylaw and Order.
We nail it every time.
Yeah.
It doesn't look at all like we were dancing.
They're like,
Yeah.
why are they all
Anytime you're back.
panting?
Just like, oh, okay. Okay.
All right, from the top, everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the intro's too much of a banger.
Yeah, just, okay. Oh, just need a cheese pizza to rebalance my electrolytes.
Good grief. Well, if you haven't tuned in before, we are in the middle of quite an adventure. This is session 5. And so here's your summary. When we last left our party, they had heroically retrieved 3 of the 10 guild signatures they needed to ratify the Azoria Senate's new unified Ravnican sausage standard, bracket ASURSSN bracket number 2309-76-19. Unlike its predecessor, the at times suspiciously ambiguous decamillennial encased meat grading standard, the unified Ravnican sausage standard is an extraordinarily thorough 270 pages. It includes a 16-page subsection with diagrams specifying exactly what pork is, an allowable sand by volume calculation table, and even appendix to cover what appendixes are permitted. TLDR, wombats and rabbits, A-OK, civets, mole rats, and humans, absolutely not. This legislation is partially like this because no Azoria bureaucrat has ever seen a paragraph they didn't think could be improved via the addition of several explanatory footnotes, but mostly because given the current decamillennial encased meat grading standards easily exploitable hair definition loophole, you can never be too careful. In addition to this vital work, our heroes Avenir, Enor, Nog, and Melander have also been hard at work learning about the Ravnican specialty flour business, uncovering a plot to steal an experimental Izzard power generation device, and most recently traveling out to the furthest reaches of Ravnican civilization to retrieve one Ogivin Gobran, an 18-year-old member of the Orzhov Syndicate who had gone to visit his boyfriend. Which is how you now find yourselves on the Istrian line, escorting him back to the Orzhov Cathedral, where his sister Sevmila serves as the prelate and chief loan officer. So let's introduce our players.
Hi, I'm Cameron, and I'm playing Avenir. He is a 3rd level inquisitive rogue, and he works as a diplomat with the Azoria Syndicate.
Hello, I'm Ian, and I'm playing Enor. He's a 3rd level abjuration wizard working with the Azoria Syndicate, working on opening and closing property when appropriate.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Ben, and I'm playing Nog the Goblin. He is part of the Boros Legion. Is kind of the muscle and the security of the party. Also joining me is my dog Valencia, who I ride into battle as my noble steed, and she's adorable.
Agreed. Hello, I'm Serge, and I'm playing Molander. Molander's a level 3 druid of the Circle of Dreams, man. And we're all just trying to find a way to give back to Ravnica. You know, just yeah.
Excellent. And for the next little bit of this train journey, I will be playing Ogivin, and I'm an 18-year-old member of the Orzhov Syndicate. And oh my gosh, this has been so nice of all 4 of you to take me all the way back to my sister, but Ravnica is just so boring. Avenir, what do you do for fun?
Well, it's recommended that all young Azorius, aspiring executives, join either the Plains Ball or the Island Ball League. I joined the Island Ball League for intramurals. It's a good way to network and get to know everyone else in the syndicate in the Senate who's moving up in the world. I almost drowned last week, but that was fine. I'm not very good at it, but I got picked last, and that's okay. Mainly, I just go to work for about 12 to 14 hours a day, and then I come home and go to the gym, and then clean my apartment, and then go to sleep, and then wake up and go to work. And on my day off, I do laundry. I look forward to retiring and having fun.
Ogivin is not so much listening to you as he is waiting for his turn to talk. You can sort of tell this halfway through. And he says, ugh, that must be something that you do. I just don't know. I've seen all of the all of the things the city has to offer, but at least I can go to a Masaaki show on Saturday.
Your boyfriend's auntie hit me with a log.
Was that the most exciting thing that's ever happened to you, or the second most exciting thing that happened to you?
It was almost the last thing that happened to me.
Like, Agavan, I get it, man. Like, for the longest time, I didn't feel attached to anything, but really it's all about putting down roots. Like the roots of Vitu-Gazi, the world tree whose embrace covers us all.
Don't try to convert me to the Selesnya. I'm from the Orzhov, we're not religious.
Like, if you just find that you're lost and wandering, I don't know, we might have some answers for you there. We're very welcoming.
Not that anybody's asked me, but I'm a pretty big fan of going to the gym, going to the park every once in a while with Valencia, throwing the all ball around, really just meeting people. But honestly, what I'm hearing a lot of that of you, Agavan, is that you haven't found something that is really grabbing you. And I've always found that the hard work and the sweat of your brow is something that's really gonna bring a lot of fulfillment to your life. If you just work hard every day, then maybe you can, settle down, you can retire, and you'll have the satisfaction of a job well done, always at your side.
He just looks like sort of unimpressed. And he's like, I already have the satisfaction of a job well done. I do all the things that I wish to do extremely well because I wish to do them.
Like take up 3 seats on the train?
Oh, there's so much spreading out going on here. He's got like his arms on. He's sort of insufferable. What about you?
Yeah, sort of.
Well, if you're looking for something that's particularly interesting, I recommend checking out some of the serial picture books from the far eastern districts. They're quite interesting and very different from the ones you get here, but you have to find some people who can translate them from the original Izzet.
Oh my God, Ian.
Yep.
I personally prefer the ones from about 30 years ago. They seem to be a little bit more in-depth. The newer ones are a little bit more pandering and a little bit more inter-district in nature.
Oh my God, Ian.
I tried reading one, but then it had spoilers right at the beginning.
You have to flip the book over and read it from the other way.
Oh, I don't read comics. Agavan says.
They're not very funny.
Anyhow, after I would say an eternity on the train with Agavan, an announcement comes on and bong, bong, bong. Attention passengers. The next stop is Pinchina Station. Exit here for the Ozbaz Basilica. Doors will open on the left. And Agavan sighs and stretches and says, come on, we may as well get this over with. So you depart the train and you walk a few blocks and you recognize Admina Cathedral. The subpar hot dog stand you stopped at earlier is still there. They are still selling hot dogs if anyone is interested.
Nope, not the ones we had last time.
All right. So you just go directly to the cathedral then. Same. It's all like, it's all very grandiose and gilded and imposing. It hasn't changed in 2 days, right? And Agavan just sort of like sashays in and starts just like tromping up the main carpet. And as before that, there's a thrall that flies down from the ceiling with a little push vacuum that starts sweeping up his footsteps. And suddenly you just see him pivot and he's like, get out of here, shoo, 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 shoo. And it goes, and flies back to the ceiling. He just looks at you and goes, I can't stand those things. They smell like wet toes. And
Also, they're super gross looking.
Just all of the things I have to deal with. And sort of keeps marching down and just sort of opens the door nonchalantly to the reception area where Luzdot, the syndic, is waiting. And he goes, Master Agavan! And he goes, greetings, Luzdot. Pity you're still alive. You as well, sir. And then Agavan just like barges into his sister's office. And he sort of like does a little, Sister, I have returned, and please don't feel the need to stand on ceremony. You may weep from relief. And Prelate Sevmila puts down the book she is reading. Somebody roll me a notice check.
18.
I'm gonna go with nope.
It's Retire at 355, updated and revised Decamillennial edition.
Oh.
And she gives Ogivin sort of a withering glare and then looks at the rest of you and says, I am impressed.
I can
Yay.
tell.
And then Ogivin pipes in, I know I look amazing. I've gotten such a tan. And Sevmiel's like, must be nice to not have any responsibilities, brother. You can just go on vacation whenever you want. Oh, I assure you, sister, I've been working hard. Do I have some paperwork for you to sign? Or do you have some paperwork for me to sign?
Wham!
We should get this signed as soon as possible so we don't have to spend any more, take up any more of your time.
Fine, great. Thank you for returning my brother. I'm actually pleased. I will be in a few minutes anyhow. So she grabs the book, flips through it. It seems rather specific, even by Azoria standards, to have 6 pages dedicated to the definition of bone pulp.
It's better than not.
Ugh. This is why I don't eat meat. So she flips to the very back where there's a signature page. Why is this covered in blood?
Cruel. That's how they sign things.
It's official.
I'm doubly impressed. And you can tell she is. And she takes a very ornate gold pen with lots of inlay bits off her desk, licks it, and does a very ornate signature on behalf of the Orzhov Syndicate. Hands it back to you.
I check
Much
my copy as well.
Checks out.
Checks out.
All right,
Yay!
congratulations. You now have 4 of your 10 signatures.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, brother.
Progress.
We're nailing this.
I hope your feast dinner goes well.
Oh.
What was the holiday?
They were just going to their grandma's dinner.
Duopsony?
Oh, yeah.
It's the Orzhov holiday of Duopsony. And it will go as well as it will go. And she looks over at Ogivin, who is now sitting with his feet up, picking his fingernails. And but please, I am actually impressed. Come back anytime as a friend of the Syndicate. I'd be delighted to offer you special rates on any business you wish to conduct with us.
Thank you very much.
Neat.
Writes down friend of the syndicate. That's good news.
Asterisk. That's a proper title.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna Nog is going to just he's like, we got the signature, and walks out.
Backs out.
Yeah, not at all wanting to spend any more time in Orzhov area than we need to.
All right. Well, I will say, though, Sevmila is very impressed. She was not able to track down her brother, and you guys returned him totally alive in 2 days. So,
We got a speedy delivery service if this whole meat thing doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
We're people finders.
Yeah.
so excellent.
Is that just hitmen?
Kind of.
More like a light tap.
Yeah.
So your business with the Orzhov concluded. Do you have? I believe you have another appointment today.
Yes, we needed to see. Go to see.
Nonna!
Yes. Director Flar.
Yeah. I just call her Nonna, or Elga for short.
Oh, okay.
But we're going home. I'm so excited for me to introduce my friends, my family to you.
Yes,
I'll show you around. This is gonna be great.
I don't know if it's if you can audibly roll your eyes, but Nog is doing this.
You actually hear the mucus membranes
just
sluicing around.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Probably
I
just
told
means
you.
you're dehydrated.
I mean, I don't know if we've stopped to drink in a while.
I don't know if I told you the best part.
What's the best part?
We run a hot spring.
This is the hot spring episode, isn't it?
Oh,
Great. That's. You know what?
I like
That
look
actually
around.
sounds really nice. Actually, I'm not going to berate that.
Yeah.
Considering I'm bleeding internally right now, I would really enjoy a nice, relaxing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's supposed to have magical healing properties too.
That would be really good because I'm still down 3 HP.
Why did you do that in air quotes?
Well, there might be some family drama, and I don't want to get into it, but I'm not entitled to know the secret magical recipe.
Right, but does it heal or not?
Oh, it totally heals.
Okay.
It might nourish your soul and or heal, but it's totally magical. You get in it, you just melt.
Okay, I would.
Because
Yeah.
last time I tried visualizing a tree, the tree appeared in a much more physical capacity than I was really prepared for.
So to get to the Izvir Umik Wellness Retreat, which is technically where Elga Flar works,
To an onsen.
by the way, she is one of the highest ranked members of the 6th District Selesnya's Vernadi, which is a Selesnya group, and she is Molander's grandmother. So you just have to take the Nova Gen line south to Precinct 4, and then get off at Aravia Square, and it'll be about 30 minutes on the train. So feel free to ask Molander questions or not.
How many family members do you got in the first place?
Well, like, all of the Selesnya are kind of like my big family, but like I have a big family inside this bigger family. Last time we checked, like 170? Like in my generation.
Like cousins?
Yeah, and brothers and sisters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's your eldest sibling?
Oh, man.
Do you-
So the names started getting like
No, fair enough.
a little bit. No, like I know them, but you might tease us because there's so many of us. My eldest sibling is actually named Lowlander. Yeah. So he's about like 150 years my senior. And he's probably next in line to take over the hot spring, but you know, we don't worry about it too much. But after that, I'm the eldest. They call me second brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would have pegged you as a youngest brother.
What?
Yeah, like as like the
baby.
the baby.
The baby of the family.
The baby of the family.
You're so full of energy.
But why?
Well, you just seem very
Okay.
sheltered.
Yes.
Like I get it. I spent a lot of time growing up just reading. Like I was so engrossed in the teachings of Selesnya and wanting to get out there that I never actually got out there.
Oh, okay.
And it was actually really my Voda who sat me down and was just like, you should probably get out there and like see the world or something.
Your Voda, that's like your boss, right?
It's more of a spiritual connection than that. Vodas are very important. They're kind of like a leader and they're kind of like my best friend.
Oh.
Does everybody do these kind of like pilgrimages like you're doing right now?
To get out, it depends. You know, it really depends on how you express giving back and giving and expressing community, right? Like for some people, community is the people around you, and for other people, community is all of Ravnica.
My I guess my main question that I kind of do, like, has everybody sort of had some sort of experience with the outside world and all that kind of jazz, or are most going to be not familiar with barriers that certain people have put up in between themselves in terms of touching? I just need to know how much Ravnican version of Purell I need to bring.
People are going to want to hug you.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah. Should I do like an out-of-character thing? Because the Voda is a very cool idea.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so the Voda is a dryad. So every Selesnya thingy, conclave, and then what's the one down from the conclave?
Well, the conclave is the overall thing.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then but that's all Selesnya. And Selesnya is a series of enclaves, but the enclaves are called Vernadis.
There we go, Vernadi. Have a central tree that goes back to Vitogazi, the world tree, the main one that's there. And the tree that you have spawns a dryad. And the dryad is this very interesting thing because it's simultaneously the leader of the community, but also occupies a position of being a like direct spiritual counselor for every single person of there. So it's not unreal for Vitugazi and Trostani to know me personally because the dryads have direct connection with all of them. So yeah, I have a person who is simultaneously my leader, but also almost a pastoral-like person that you have a very close relationship with and you
Right.
can just talk to whenever.
This is very important. So the Vodas have a way of communicating with each other remotely.
Yeah, man, like all through the roots of the world tree.
It's like a Vodafone.
Yes.
It's like a Vodafone, dude. Whoa. Wow, that's so clever.
I was once brought to a meeting with the assistant deputy minister. I think I made a good impression.
Oh, yeah, and that's part of like really feeling connected and being part of the Selesnya. Like our roots go everywhere, man. It's good stuff.
All right. So after some nice chit chat, you hear bong, bong, bong. Attention passengers. The next stop is Aravia Square. Doors will open on the right. You get off the subway and into some box text where I explain the Selesnya for those people who may not know what we were talking
This
about.
area is thick with it.
Oh boy.
This
This is
whole
just like a drift of pollen enters.
And you
Flower petals.
Your movement's gummed down
I-
as the narrator is just like, now it's my turn.
I envisioned that like reboot, like warning incoming game kind of scenario.
Not every. I feel like the need to explain this to people.
No, I love
No,
it.
yeah, it's great. It's great.
So the Selesnya Conclave. Although there are 10 guilds that supposedly rule Ravnica equally, it is commonly accepted that some guilds rule it a bit more than others. The reasons for this are complex and shrouded by the mists of time, but most Ravnican historians tend to agree with the groundbreaking theories of Wexity Moxodaughter, the legendary dean of Prism University's hyper-theoretical philosophy department. It is evident that no guild would have willingly agreed to a magically binding contract that would diminish their status vis-a-vis the other guilds, her oft-quoted argument begins. Therefore, all guilds presumed they would govern equally, even though they were signing an agreement that gave one group control of the literal rule of law and another one light entertainment. It is also evident to anyone with half a brain that this would someday be a problem. QED, the original Paruns who signed the guild pact, were idiots. Moxodaughter's arguments aside, though, the Ravnican power structure does work in strange and unpredictable ways. There is no bigger proof of this than the fact that the Selesnya Conclave is one of the most powerful guilds on the plane, despite the fact that the average Ravnican could not tell you what it actually does. Other guilds have a clear purpose and job to perform. The Izzet make the trains go, the Orzhov run the banks, the Boros protect the peace, the Simic will mend a broken arm or replace it with a tentacle. The Selesnya maintain some of the parks, talk a lot about living in harmony with nature, give uncomfortably long hugs. And yet, they are not only the biggest guild in terms of raw membership, they've also been voted hippest communal living nature religion / armed militia experience 4 years running in the 6th District's Times Picayune's annual holiday destinations readers poll. The Selesnya Conclave believe that everyone should work together to create a utopian society where Mat Selesnya, the soul of Ravnica itself, guides civilization to live in harmony with nature. The sort of people that join the Selesnya Conclave are gentle souls who enjoy vegan smoothies, don't mind group projects, and have a loose understanding of personal boundaries.
The mention of group projects sends Avenir just into an unconscious cold sweat. To be like, I just threw up a little in my mouth. That's weird.
So you're in Aravia, which is a very safe, upper middle class neighborhood that borders the 6th District's Selesnya territory. And this is a lovely affair paved in cobbles that's studded liberally with planters and flower boxes. And the north side has like little cafes and boutiques that sell like pottery and jewelry and crystals and shapeless clothing made from natural fibers. And the south side borders the Verdani, and you can tell because the entrance is marked by an enormous four-story tall Selesnya guild gate that has been carved out of solid white stone. Beyond it, there's just a thick canopy of trees, punctured occasionally by stone and copper roofs.
I'm just gonna get off the train and point to somebody wearing green and white. You! Hug?
Melander!
I'm home! Oh, and we hug. Oh, God, I miss this.
Valencia does like one of those like dog paw
We're
over
still
us,
hugging.
like for
Oh, yeah.
embarrassment.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh, it's been so long.
How long has it been?
Oh, like days.
Days, weeks even. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you. How are the Azorius? Are they as awful and boring as I'd heard?
They're like fine, man. But like everyone keeps saying I have boundary issues, and I don't get that because I don't have any boundaries. So where are the issues?
I don't know. I'm just so happy to see you. One more big hug.
More hugs.
I have to go. I have to go and go shopping, but I'll see you later, Melander.
Thanks. Bye, friend.
Bye.
Avenir has claw marks in his neck where he's been itching unconsciously.
Okay. Like, I'm excited to show you around, but let's get through the gates, and then very quickly, I just have to quickly check in with my Voda. It's been a while, and like I don't know if I've ever gone this long without just checking in. So like,
Okay.
Should we also go with you, or is this more of a solo?
it's
There's a waiting room. You don't have to go with them. There'll be a place for you.
yeah. This is a private thing. Like you're welcome to check things out, but kind of like not cool for non-Selesnya. By all means, if you ever want to join, it's totally open, and we'd love to do that. But until you're a Selesnya, like the Voda's time is very important.
Absolutely not. My whole thing is literally making boundaries.
Yeah, the hard pass or rating
Yeah.
check.
It won't take long.
Yeah, I mean, sure. We're not on a schedule. Let's go talk to your guru.
Yeah.
You're
I guess-
going into the Selesnya territory, but before you go, you do see there's a hot dog cart.
Heck yeah!
Might as well find out what they've got.
Not,
Hot dog in a bun! Hot dog in a bun! Is the little goblin who's running this this hot
not
dog.
claps, and he's like, "This is the best part about this whole adventure is seeing all these different hot dogs."
I was
Regional hot dogs.
Hot dog in a bun! Says this little goblin. Hey, you!
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, you want a hot dog?
Absolutely, that's what I'm here for.
Excellent.
I need 2.
Excellent. These are all natural hot dogs. They exceed decamillennial standards.
Okay, hold. 2 questions. What
Yeah.
kind of hot dogs are they?
They're pork.
Okay, so for realsy pork.
Mostly, probably.
Okay,
They exceed decamillennial standards, which I realize isn't much, but they do.
I just assumed that everything here would be like a tofu dog or some sort
I'm
of.
not a member of the Selesnya. They can't They can't make me eat their slop.
Sounds great. I'll take 2 of those then.
All right, they're 15 zibs and 5 zibs if you want it with mustard and fried potatoes on top.
That sounds incredible. I want that now. Ben wants that now.
That's a New Jersey hot dog.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's how
Oh.
mustard and fried potato. Anyhow,
I'll
that'll be
get 2.
40 zips, please.
I hand over 40 cents.
There's your hot dogs. Anybody else want a hot dog? Exceeds decamillennial standards. I'd sell them to a goblin, and that's a mark of quality.
exceeding generally can mean one of 2 things.
I watch Nog eat. Just like,
It's really good.
These hot dogs are totally fine.
Yeah.
I would say these are solid. They're not the 10s that you had out in the mountains, but those were probably the greatest hot dogs ever known to man, or at least known to Ravnikins.
Valencia just basically scarfs hers down, and yeah, I do the same. These were delicious. I'm so happy.
Hot dogs! Hot dogs! You look like you like a dog or two.
I don't normally go for street sausage, but sure, what the heck. Let's try one of your moist, supple dogs.
You want them with you want that with mustard and fried potatoes?
Always in the local fashion, please.
20 zibs.
Mark down 20 sibs.
These hot dogs are fine.
Yeah.
You will suffer no If you eat the hot dog, you will regain 1 HP. If you have lost any HP.
I certainly have.
All right.
Oh, wait, we haven't had a rest, have we?
Nope.
Luckily, we have a hot spring coming up.
ooh,
So, anybody else want any hot
I'll
dogs?
pass.
I'm assuming I'm going to be aggressively fed by my family, so I will pass.
Yes,
Okay.
that's fair. So, inwards you go to the Verdani. It's very lush. The 6th District Verdani is unique because it is also connected to a network of natural hot springs. And the biggest of this has been used to create the Izvir Umik Wellness Retreat, which is a popular destination for Ravnikins from all walks of life to ingest healing concoctions, undergo detoxification rituals, and receive a healthy dose of Selesnyan spirituality. Many people believe the waters of the Izvir Springs are blessed by Mat Selesnya herself and have the power to heal both body and mind. But you're heading straight for the Voda, right? So the Verdani Central Tree, you walk down some beautiful paths, and there's trees and white stone buildings. It appears to be what the sort of the aesthetic here is. And it's all like very lush and like sort of landscaped and tended, but in a very natural and a slightly overgrown way, you know what I mean? So like there's order and it's maintained, but it's very verdant, I would say. It's not like just the wilds though. you can see trees have been chosen for aesthetic qualities and stuff.
Right. It's cultivated, but it still intrudes on your personal space a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So the Verdani central tree is a massive oak tree that's 60 feet tall and has an enormous canopy that spreads out probably 100 feet, and you can see it. And as you sort of walk towards it, and get under it, the branches are so large and so thick that it becomes noticeably darker and cooler because you were in the shade of the tree's canopy. The Verdani's main path is this beautiful, like stone path that's done in like a herringbone pattern and has like little like small plants that are down the side and stuff like that. It's very beautiful. But the path to the central tree is a much smaller, much narrower affair. And when it splits, there is actually a white stone gazebo that is absolutely overgrown with fragrant honeysuckle that appears to be a waiting area of sorts for people who are waiting to go see the Voda.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll wait here for you to come back.
Yeah, thanks, friends. This shouldn't take long. It's just like a wellness check, but for my soul.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, hope they don't find anything.
Me too?
Good luck.
Nog actually like bursts out laughing.
Poke around here and look for the magazines.
Oh, there are no magazines.
Ow.
There might be some pamphlets on joining the Selesnya.
This is going to be much less interesting of a wait then.
Valencia goes like sniffing around at like random spots throughout
There's
the
so
waiting.
many places for her to sniff. There's lots of bushes for her to pee on. If she
Oh,
wants
she
to.
pees over. Like, she stops like every couple of minutes to like pee on a bush.
Valencia's gonna have a great time while you guys are
It's
waiting.
gonna be good. It's like a big old park. Is it all off leash? I mean, I guess she doesn't really ever wear a leash.
Do not take Valencia down to the Voda.
Okay. Oh man,
I'll-
I don't want to pee on your Voda.
Avenir pulls out the ASURSS and reads it not with an eye for content, but for the form. He needs to learn how to write like this someday.
Okay. I'm going to say you gain a +2 the next time you need to make a contract with nesting footnotes.
This sucks.
Yeah, you can see from this that this is intensely written. It is beyond thorough.
Right.
Like anything you could possibly define is in this contract. There are footnotes and appendixes that cross-reference each other. This has been poured over. It is ridiculous.
Exquisite and agonizing.
It is incredibly legal.
It's all very vital. If there's one thing we've learned from several thousand years of this guild pack, it's that anyone will take any opportunity to cut a corner.
It's possibly a little overwritten, but I don't know. It's up to you to tell Obort Zuniak that.
Yeah, no, I mean, 1,000 lawyers with 1,000 years.
Yeah. So you're going to head down to the Voda.
I
Good
am
going.
very excited.
All right, so you approach the tree, and a dryad emerges from its branches and smiles warmly at you. Molander! I'm so glad to see you! And
like-
she gives you a big hug.
Okay, good. I was gonna try and like bow really quickly, but if she's interrupting the bow for a hug, it's
No,
like,
I
Oh.
know you haven't been here for like a week and a half, but that's okay.
it's so good to be back. Big hug.
Oh my goodness. How was your journey to the outside world?
I feel like I'm learning a lot, but like I have a lot more to learn. You know? Like, whoa, that sounded really wise.
I can tell that this has already been such a formative experience for you. What is the most interesting thing that you have learned?
There are people that live in the sewers.
Yeah, but they like it that way.
Yeah, and I've been told and brought up to accept people for who they want to be, and not a lot of people want to join us. And like, I've been trying, but like, I guess at the end of the day, if it's all about giving back, it doesn't matter. It's about making sure everyone's happy and giving back to Ravnica, right?
And how have you been giving back to Ravnica specifically?
Oh, so this sausage thing is awesome.
What is this sausage thing you speak of?
So apparently people could just like put whatever inside of a sausage.
Oh yeah,
But
I
now-
do know that.
But now my new friends are trying really hard to specify what goes into the sausage, and we're getting people to sign off on that. And that's totally going to help people, right? Because, like, what if they ate poison? Now they can't. Or, actually, I don't know what'll happen if, like, it gets signed and people still make the sausage wrong, but I'm helping.
I imagine since you are working with the Azorius, they will issue a variety of fines.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And one of them also stabbed a dude. It was pretty hardcore.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Have you engaged in violence, Melander?
I may have accidentally hit my friend with a stream of air while also trying to knock away a giant insect. But like, oh, I also hit a person with acid. Yes, I have, but it was for the good of Ravnica.
That you must always remember that Selesnya has given us strength and given us gifts.
Right.
But we must use them not out of anger or rashness or for self-gain, but to protect our community and Ravnica and the world soul.
I definitely feel like I did that. Yeah.
Excellent. Melander, I know that some members of your family were maybe not as pleased that you decided that you had to leave the Verdani to go and find your way to contribute. But I
Yeah.
truly believe that you are on the right path for yourself.
Yo, thank you. Because, like, Nuna was not happy.
Oh no, she was pissed.
Yeah, and, like, this dinner's going to be really awkward. And, like, I really hope she signs it despite our falling out.
We don't know this.
But, like, this has got to be the right way.
It is the right way for you. Sometimes to contribute to a community, you must enhance yourself so you have the gift to give back more.
Yeah, like, you can't help other people if you can't help yourself.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Thanks for backing me up, dude. Or
NP.
Dryad dude. Yeah.
Just
Oh.
cut back to us, and we're all like, "Oh, this is so nice. It's going to be a nice, easy,
Yeah.
straightforward signature."
I think
No
my favorite
drama,
thing about this
no
dinner that's
fighting.
coming up is how welcoming and accepting it's going to be.
It smells great here.
If there's one thing I can't handle right now, it's family drama. I'm so glad we were able to avoid that. Yeah.
Specifically, kind that involves that of a parental figure.
Yeah. Cool.
I would hate for something like that to happen in my near future.
Weird. I just got a nosebleed.
Okay, well, like, my new friends are waiting for me, and I really believe we're doing what's best for Ravnica.
Oh. Namaste, Melander.
Namaste.
May Selesnya's blessings follow you wherever you go.
I'll remember the sweet embrace of Itugazi everywhere I go.
Goodbye, Melander. And then the Dryad goes back inside the tree or wherever she spends her free time.
Oh, I feel so cleansed now. God, I need to get that off my chest. Okay, back to my friends. Gods, yeah, I should have been like, oh, V2, feels so good to get that off my chest.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
hey,
Dryad
what's
pops
up,
out.
friends?
Don't take V2's name in vain, Melander. Jeez.
Sorry, my dude.
Try it, dude.
Boom. Goes back into her tree. All right.
Okay, I feel much more in touch with myself and my community. Thank you for giving me some time. Let me introduce you to my family. There's a lot of us.
I'm really excited. I could use a good soak in a bath.
Yeah. Like, I might even get you guys into the secret area reserved only for family.
Wow.
Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds...
Like, this is a really popular place for tourists, but of course, there are some perks to being a member of the conclave.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I'd have to cover it out of pocket because I don't think this would go on our expenses. That would probably count as, an inappropriate gift, I would think.
Extraneous.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to expense this. But yeah, I would love to.
Yeah. So, like, when I was saying that we're like a giant family inside of a giant family, I have a giant family.
Oh, okay.
Like, literally, there's hundreds of us.
Literal giants too?
No, mostly wood elves, at
Oh,
least
okay.
in our branch.
Far out.
Yeah.
Well, lead the way.
Okay. I take them to my ancestral home.
Well, So you actually head out to, do you head to your home or do you head to where your grandmother's going to be at work?
Oh, yeah, work first, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to her office.
All right. So you go to the Izvir Umik Wellness Retreat, which is actually not that far away from where you are. It's a very nice walk, pretty short, maybe 10 minutes. And like most of the buildings in this Verdani, it is a white stone affair. It's got cedars and gardens and fruit trees and climbing vines exploding into flowers. It's very beautiful. And you pass through an enormous door of a pair of carved wooden doors that are huge. They're like 12 feet tall, and they have the Selesnya insignia on them. And you find yourself in a very clean, very bright, very high-ceilinged reception room. All the fabrics are white. All the fibers are natural. It is the sort of simple and clean that politely whispers, "I'm expensive." Avenor, Enor, make me a perception check.
16.
And 13.
All right, Enor, you're pretty sure you've seen this place before in one of the various inoffensive home decor magazines that the Senate stocks in its waiting rooms. Avenir, you have seen this room before because it was on the cover of the Mokosh edition of Ravdikin Home and Garden. And you know this not because you read Ravdikin Home and Garden, but because Guiz Vodnik nicked it from the waiting room to prop up a loose table leg in the break room.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, one of the things you just pick up by osmosis.
Yeah, you're like, oh. And you're in there, and there's a young-looking elf in a crisp white uniform sitting behind the reception desk, and she manages to look attentive, yet not menacing.
Kind of beautiful in here. Not like what we've got if I had no idea what we did.
Hey, what's up?
Molander!
Yeah, I'm home. How
This
you
is your
doing?
cousin Dania, by the way.
Yeah, what's up, Dania?
Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you again. 1 second, Molander. Some Azorius people just walked in. Hello, are you here to recharge, to connect, or relax?
We're actually here with Molander.
Yo, these are my new friends.
Oh my gosh, okay, 1 second. And she comes and gives you a
Oh my
big, long
goodness.
hug.
Just like big.
It's like 10, 15-second affair. And then she turns to Nog, and then she gives him a big, long hug.
This is a traditional Selesnya welcome.
Nog is clumped in, hands to the side, everything
It's easier if you just relax.
After about 15 seconds of agony, she puts you down. And then she goes up to Avenir and she's like, hello! And she gives you a big long hug.
I feel my ribs compress.
Oh,
I-
careful,
you know,
he got hit by
one-
a log.
2,
Oh.
3.
Oh my gosh, here. And then she starts giving you a back massage
Yeah.
while she's hugging you. She's
I
really
think
getting
that's
in
where it
there.
hurt. Yeah, good. Her
And then-
hands are like magic, Avenir.
And then she finishes with you after a good 20 seconds because she's giving you an extra massage. And then she goes to Enor and she's like, hello and welcome.
When in gruel. And I'll just take your advice and relax completely.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so supple. It's like you don't even need to come to the spa.
Did you just go limp?
It's easier if you relax.
Oh, Molander,
Hi.
Nana Elga is waiting to see you in her office. Go on ahead. Just go up the staircase that says employees only.
Yeah, I know the way.
So-
Okay, I'm gonna introduce y'all to my nonna.
Oh, this should be great.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
she's great.
I mean, this probably will be the easiest signature we've ever gotten, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, O-Board was pretty easy, and your boss is pretty easy, but I expect, Molander's Nona to be supportive, and
Yeah, we'll get this one out lickety split.
We've
All
got
right.
the inn.
Okay, follow me up the stairs. And then we're gonna get to the door, and I'm gonna open the door very dramatically and do the hand gesture to lead you in, and not follow you in the room.
where'd he go?
So,
And I'm just doing a really bad job of hiding.
Nog
Are you
looks
like that-
around.
That kitten in the video who's afraid of the vacuum cleaner, or?
Don't.
This is more akin to those moments where you go over to a new friend's house and they take their shoes off and they just start walking in, and then you stand there not knowing what to do, like if you're allowed to like continue walking into the house. Or
Yeah,
just take
like
your shoes
oh,
off.
yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, apparently this is the etiquette. We
Yeah.
come in and then we back up out the door.
Nog backs out the door.
Yeah, just go. And I give the thumbs up.
Okay.
Okay.
The desk. Or
Hello.
the room.
Hello.
Hi. And like, so I'm from the other side of the door, I guess. Like, I'm also like doing this.
I'm actually just like face palming right now.
We come to get a signature.
So you look in, the office is bright, it's white, it's the same aesthetic as everything else. There's standard business accoutrements because there's a desk and a filing cabinet and one of them pneumatic tube systems that goes when you put a message down it. There's also white armchairs and a chaise lounge and like a tea cart and like a bay window and lots of flowers. It's a very nice office. And Nonna Elga is a very small, very old-looking elf with a face that seems to be pinched up into a permanent smile. She looks like one of those anime characters that never opens their eyes.
Wait, hold on. I would like to do a, what is it, an insight roll here?
Sure.
If this is a facade. I get a bad vibe off anyone with that, like, perpetually happy expression.
What's your role?
11. This is using my ear for deceit.
She appears to make that expression because she is very old and her face appears to have stuck that way.
Uh-oh.
Not necessarily out of genuine.
Yeah, we're going to yellow alert here.
Her hair is very long. It's totally white, and she's got it in a big braid around her head. And then she looks at you and goes, "Oh, hello. Molanda, please come and see your Nana."
Oh, hey, yeah, I hi, Nonna. Hi.
Oh, yes,
I'll
yes.
come around and give her a hug.
Oh, Molanda, I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy.
It's good to see you too, Nonna.
It's been, what, a week and a half?
Yeah.
It's so...
It's
it
been-
does warm an old lady's heart to see one of her favorite grandsons. There are so many. How could I compare them? But Molander has always been special in my heart and in our family. Now, of course, I do have some Azorius people coming by to talk to me about some paperwork. So why
Yeah.
don't you just sit down and get yourself some tea so we can have a nice long catch-up? Oh, you must be the Azorius paperwork people.
I get to work and start making tea.
Yes, and so Molander, have you brought any new members for our guild?
I brought friends.
And are they interested in joining the Selesnya?
I'm working on it.
I see. Well, I do appreciate that you have left the family to go and chase your own dreams and have returned somewhat empty-handed, but that's okay. Just one moment. She just
Yes, Nonna.
She
And
just
I
grabs
keep
a piece
making
of
tea.
paper from her desk, writes something on it very quick, puts it in the tube, and it goes. And so, and I suppose you're planning on you're leaving after you get my signature on your sausage regulations.
Yes, Nonna.
Oh, no.
We were gonna stay for a little bit, maybe like, soak in the springs.
Yes. Stay for the hospitality. Molanda, I'm so glad you planned on spending time to visit your family. Because as you know, it would be extremely rude to simply march in here and demand that I do something to help the Azorius Senate and then flounce off again when I haven't seen you in a week and a half. So, we'll get to that in good time. You bureaucrats can be so impatient. We've already had 76 years of, what did Mr. Obort say in his memo he sent me? Meet Anarchy is what he wrote. So
One of my favorite albums.
I insist you stay a while and you join in some of our community.
Yes,
and
Nonna.
you'll see how family is so important to the members of the Selesnya Conclave. I'm sure once you spend some time with us, you'll understand our values a little bit better.
Yes, Nonna.
Okay.
We could probably afford to spend a day here.
Yes, excellent, because of course we are having a large family dinner tonight in honor of Molander's return. You know, it has been a week and a half since we've seen him. That's a very long time for Selesnians.
You've mentioned.
And of course, so since we are having a family dinner, any friend of Molander's is a friend of the family, and of course you are all invited, which is very good because Molander, we have gotten some new members to the conclave since you have left, and I would just love for you to meet them.
Totally. I always want to make new friends.
Oh, you see, I feel that I appreciate these adventures you're going on,
Tea now and I
Molander.
pour it.
Oh,
yeah, well,
you're
like,
giving me my tea first,
yeah,
though,
of
right?
course. And I like start handing them tea.
Oh,
It's
you're
like-
always the best of my grandchildren at making tea, Molander.
thank you.
You just have such a grasp of the grind and the water temperature.
Well, like, you know, we raised me about community, and you know, I just always wanted to give back to the community of Ravnica. You know.
Have you thought about giving back to the community of Ravnica by giving me some great grandchildren yet?
But like, you've already got so many.
I've only got 300, Molander. I do not know what is wrong with your generation. Now,
Between them all, I've heard that it's the rising cost of housing, really, that seems to do it in Ravnica.
well, if you join the Selesnya, you would not have an issue with that. We have enough to go around, and we all work collectively. We do have some pamphlets if you're interested.
Yes, Nana. I serve you 3 tea.
I'll be sure to keep it in mind. Is it possible, by any chance, you know, while we've got you here, to get the signature now, and then we can all go out for dinner and do all that thing, and then we can be on our way and not bother you again in the future?
Sorry, what? I'm hard of hearing. I'm very old.
She is very old.
Is there any potential? Oh, not like that. Okay.
I'll see you at dinner, you keen young goblin.
Nana is famous for her selective hearing.
Oh, sorry. It's I mean, in the Boros, if someone doesn't hear, we just shout louder, and potentially more aggressively.
Yeah.
This is amazing. What's in it?
Oh, it is green tea with jasmine blossoms and rose petals and the blessings of Matt Selesnya. You can really taste the blessings.
Indeed. Is that short for matriarch, or is it named Matt?
That is the world soul of Ravnica itself. It is the guiding spirit of nature that gives the plane energy and infuses us all with life.
Yeah, Matt.
Matt tastes great.
Yo, give us some more Matt.
Oh, you want more? Yo, here.
Sure.
I was like very earnestly top your cups up.
Yeah.
Is it all
Cheers
good?
to Matt. Am I
Yeah,
right?
here's to Matt.
It's working, Nana.
I will see you at dinner, Molander.
Yeah. Okay, I'll
Go
leave
and
them
talk to Dania,
Yeah.
and Dania will get them a room, and you'll
Oh.
show them to the hot spring.
Oh, cool. I totally thought we were all just like gonna crash in my room, but I appreciate that you got some lodgings for us.
I also appreciate that we have our
Yes.
own rooms.
Thank
you.
What sort of hospitality do you think the Selesnian conclave would offer up?
Communal.
Yeah, some sort of cuddle puddle.
Like, I have a very, very large bed.
Separate room sounds pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
We appreciate the legendary hospitality of the Selesnya Conclave. Thank you very much, Director.
You are as polite as any Azorius bureaucrat ever is.
As necessary.
So as we're walking you places, I'll fill you in. So like, Nana and I may have had kind of a big fight a
No
week
kidding.
and a half ago.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell us?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't think it was still going to be relevant because like,
I didn't expect that you were inviting us over to your place to raid your parents' liquor cabinet.
so like, here's what happened, man. We all talk about giving back to Ravnica, but I want to help all of Ravnica because that's like what the teachings are all about, you know.
Bigger picture.
But Nana's really, you know, Nana's old, and she's like, why help everyone when you could help around, help the Selesnya, So it's all about helping community, but the definition of community is pretty different. So, I think there's a chance to see past our differences because we're, at the end of the day, we're all the same and it's about respecting each other's choices. But I'm an adult now. Like, I'm 150 and it's time for me to find my own path.
I'm sure we all
And my vote has got my back,
we all know the struggle of knowing someone named Matt.
Oh my god.
And when you're related, it can be even more of a struggle.
Jesus Christ. Whoa.
I feel so much better now that I got that off my chest.
So, out of curiosity,
Yeah.
are there any other family members that are going to sort of feel the same sort of tension while we're here?
No, we're all pretty tight and we get it. And I hope there's no drama. We're pretty low drama. There's no drama.
So it's just with your no-no.
No, but yeah, no was my grandfather.
Right. Or no-no.
Well, all right then. I guess we should get checked in.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk to Dania.
Yeah, Dania is sitting at the desk and she is reading the letter that went shoop, down the tube, and she is doing something.
All right.
And she sees you and she goes, "Oh, excellent. Okay. Nona has informed me that you will be staying with us for the evening. So please let me show you to the guest quarters and to the hot springs. It has been instructed that we should definitely take you and show you around and give you the best hospitality that we can because you are friends of Melander's."
Yeah.
So she gets out from behind the reception desk and leads you down a long hallway, and you can tell there's yoga studios and massage things happening in here, and it's all this big wellness retreat. And you go to door, you go into a beautiful lush courtyard that's framed in by walls of dense hedges. And on the left side of this courtyard is the entrance to the Verdani's Great Hall. And Melander, this is where you have family dinners.
Yay.
And she's like, "This is the Great Hall," Dania says. She's like, "This is where you will be joining us for a small and intimate family dinner later this evening." But on the other side of the courtyard is this beautiful wood building with big windows and stuff like that. And this is the hot springs building. And you can see that there's a fence sort of connected to it. You can see steam rising up from behind the fence. And you go in the door, and you can smell the air. It smells very clean and fresh and slightly just woody.
Oh, it's good to be back. Breathe it in.
And she holds up the door for you. And then you can see there's entrances to men's baths and women's baths. And then she leads you down a further hallway, and you can see that there are guest rooms. And she takes you down to the very end guest room, and she says, "Here we are, the room of endless harmony. Matt Selesnya be with you." And she gives you each a key and a long hug.
1, 2, 3. Tap, tap, tap.
Grabs ropes.
Yeah. So you open the door, and it's this incredibly beautiful, massive room.
Whoa.
Avenir, this is probably bigger than your apartment. It's got a seating area that's piled with cushions, and there's windows that look out onto a private garden, and the walls are wood, the floor is wood, the ceiling's wood. It's all very tasteful wood paneling, this light wood. And then there's separate bed areas off the sides and stuff like that. Melander will know this is pretty common for Selesnya communal living. You have private spaces in the shared communal space for family, direct family apartments, or groups of people that prefer living with each other in these big houses and stuff like that. But this is very classy. This is really nicely decorated and stuff like that. There's fresh flowers and stuff. And somebody make me a perception check.
19.
You find this on the table.
Hey, what's that?
It's it appears to be a note. "Welcome to Izvir Umik. Greetings, guests. Our bathing pools are fed by the natural mineral Izvir hot springs, enhanced with a blend of 11 oils and spices in accordance with the ancient Selesnyan Doravati. Magic. As you bathe, you will feel yourself reconnect with the world soul, easing muscle pain, fatigue, and stress. Immerse yourself in these healing waters and experience the blessing of Matt Selesnya. Oh, it's just one T. Notes. Please shower before entering the hot springs. No bathing suits.
Hold on.
What's up?
What was the last line?
No bathing suits.
Yeah, you don't want to come between yourself and the world soul. This is supposed to be a place to just relax and just like cast off your worldly skin.
Out of curiosity, actually, that is also very something I'm uncomfortable, and I'm going to put a pin on that.
Oh.
And
We're
loop
just gonna
back
come back
around.
to world skin.
Yeah, we'll loop
Worldly
back to
skin.
the world skin. Does it say anything in the rule book there about dogs getting to be in the spa?
Well, it continues on. We cannot provide any samples or the blending instructions for the 11 oils and spices. Those wishing to learn more about joining the Selesnya Conclave may inquire at the front desk. Nope.
Ah,
Nothing about guide animals.
sweet. All right, the dog can swim.
Do I have to ask if my ritualistic markings are going to cause any trouble in here?
Are they? What are your ritualistic markings?
They're part of my culture. I got them when I was 16.
I mean,
It's a Vidalcan thing.
oh, like, do they come out? Because if they
No.
don't, then just go in the bath, man. Like,
Cool.
if it's part of you, be free, express yourself.
Nice.
Nude.
Nice.
Yeah.
I applaud you for trying to make a Yakuza reference.
No, just tattoos in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no issues with tattoos or anything like that.
Okay.
Always got to check.
Well,
We've got time before dinner. Let's go.
There are also an assortment of fruits, like dried fruits, nuts, like more of that delicious tea if you want to make yourself tea. Like, this is just a stocked room. So
is this sorry? So this is like one room with like 4 beds. in
this
it?
is a room with like it's like a suite in a hotel. There's a central room with like couches and windows and all this like really nice stuff and just a nice place to hang out and like a table that's got that pamphlet and nuts and other food on it. And then off the sort of separate but not super separate, there's like some sort of semi-dividers. There's separate beds that are like piled with beautiful Selesnya insigniaed linens, lots of pillows, very soft, high thread count.
Right. So this is like one room for all of us, kind of a thing.
Well, I
or
would assume that Molander would stay in his own room, but this is for the guests.
for us 3. Yeah.
I would need to look at our guidelines and see if we need to actually pay for this.
I was just about to make an investigation roll for
Yeah.
menu of costs.
It's like, what are you guys worried about?
Well, we can't accept gifts like this
Oh,
yo,
as part of our job.
No,
Everything has value.
You're friends, and in the Selesnya, friends is almost as good as family.
Azorius have neither friends nor family. I think we have to pay for this.
Nog's like sitting on a couch, just like chomping on some of the nuts. Like, yeah, guys, just relax a little bit, settle down. Maybe we'll go for a swim.
Valencia comes by, eats some nuts.
I'll keep a ledger of the consumption just in case.
Thank you.
Well, like if that's what makes you happy, I don't want to come between you and your happiness. It's all about relaxation, my dudes.
I didn't even think about this. Is this like a bar fridge kind of like scenario? Did I just like incur like $10 charge?
We'll
up to
find
the room?
out.
Do you have individually
end.
wrapped
Yeah.
cashews?
Yeah, it turns out the singular cookie that I unwrapped was $30.
What about Coke in a glass harmonica?
This is more of like if you're staying here, you guys are being comped because you are Molander's friends and that is what they do. So there is no bill. But if you wanted to stay here as like part of a wellness retreat, there would be probably a hefty fee. This is probably, for a room like this, probably like maybe 10 Xeno a night.
We're just hyper vigilant of this sort of thing.
Yeah.
But if you're paying that much, whatever nuts and fruit you want are free, right? So don't inventory Nog's nuts.
Speaking of being comfortable, I have to go trim something. BRB.
Yeah, totally, man. Well, I'll meet you in the bath in 5 minutes.
Sure.
I mean, Nog kind of just like, Nog's not like uncomfortable with his body or anything like that, but he is like kind of acutely aware of like the fact that he's probably gonna have to stand on his tippy toes or something like that when we get in there.
Ooh, yeah.
Hot springs are typically not too deep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's going to be shallower parts for like kids and stuff like that.
Oh, good.
You're
I
not
get
going to drown.
I'll stand in the kiddie zone.
There are some goblin members of the Selesnya too. Like not a lot, but there's a few.
Okay.
So
Very welcoming.
Nog, I guess, prepares to go to the hot springs and takes off Valencia's like doggo battle armor.
You're in the shower.
Valencia feels free. Barf.
Yeah, I suppose like communal showers is probably a fairly common thing with the Boros Legion.
Yeah, true.
Enlisted.
Yep.
Another important question, Molander. Is this one of those shower before entering things?
Yeah.
Or
It
you can
is.
Get
It
in?
is.
yeah.
It's in
Yeah.
there.
Oh, good.
We got rules.
Ooh.
This is the most exciting part of the trip for these two. They get to read the document. All right, let's hit the tub.
Yeah, all right.
So everybody has taken care of whatever personal business they need to do. You enter the hot springs. You make your way. There's robes obviously that you can wear, and you enter the hot springs, and you go through the men's door, and it actually leads you to a beautiful sort of separate courtyard that's got fences and hedges around it, and like the hot springs itself is like very natural. It's like a rock. It's not just like a hole of mud in the ground though. It's like like lined with like slate tiles and stuff like that. So it's not like super slippery as well. So when you get in and the water is hot, but not like but like it's pretty hot. It's a hot bath hot.
Right.
And there's steam that rises up, and there's like there's nothing in the water. The water itself is perfectly clean and perfectly clear, but there's lots of like flowers and plants and like Selesnyan icons and stuff
Smells
like
amazing.
that. And it smells incredible. And the water, when you touch it, does have a slight slick, just a titch of oil onto it, so you're gonna feel real soft when you get out. And it smells herbal but woody and earthy, and it's like a little perfumey but not too perfumey and not overwhelming but present. It's incredible.
Is that MSG?
Yeah.
I think it's MSG.
Yeah.
The fifth smell.
So this like isn't even one of the public pools for most guests.
No, so is there anyone else in this?
This is completely empty.
It's all ours?
It's all
Yeah.
yours.
Nog does a cannonball.
You do a cannonball.
Sweet. I make a big ol' probably a smaller splash, and then Valencia follows suit and probably makes a larger splash.
Yep. Valencia's having a great time. She's swimming laps.
Yeah, doggo paddling.
But then after a while, she's like, because it's too hot to
Yeah.
do a lot of
Yeah.
swimming
She's a
in
very
here.
furry dog.
And she goes and sits on the edge and shakes herself off a lot, and then just like goes and sits in the shallower part, chills out.
Yeah, Avenir just like sits and then sinks in. Like, sides hurt, but taking deep breaths.
Really enjoyable. I'm gonna see if I can get one of these installed in my apartment when I retire.
You can afford something like that?
I'm trying.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's good to be home.
I mainly stay in like the barracks and whatnot in the Boros Legion area, so I don't really have an apartment or anything like that. But
You're putting something away for your retirement. You're gonna rely entirely upon your pension.
no, I live paycheck to paycheck. Realistically, I mean it's not unheard of, but a lot of the times there's accidents and whatnot that sort of happen in my line of work. So you might as well spend the money now, you know.
Fair.
Perception check on that. For everybody who's not Nog.
1.
For everybody who is not Nog.
7.
9.
9.
All of you are like, yeah, I guess you don't see too many old people in the Boros Legion.
Huh. I guess they retire early. They must have a very good...
Yes, that's
Pension
exactly
plan.
the conclusion
Yeah.
you come to. That they all retire
They
early.
sure do. They certainly retire.
This is nice.
Yeah.
How well kept are these hot springs
They're
and whatnot?
immaculate.
Okay, so we're not seeing any like world skin in the
No. No, there's no. If there's any flaky bits, that they're coming off of you people, but there are no previously established flaky.
So like
bits.
No world skin foam on the.
Nog is cool with a hot spring and whatnot. Ben does not like hot so like hot springs.
Oh,
They like squeak me out.
Fair. It's
Human soup.
yeah, it's consomme,
Yeah.
right?
It's all a question of whether or not you're actually recirculating the water or if you're adding new water and flushing the old.
Yeah, I mean that's a big part of it.
well, because these are springs and they bubble up. There's a circulation system where the water bubbles up and then drains off. And,
Self-refreshing.
yeah,
And there's magic.
And magic.
yeah. These
Little
are
world of wizards.
I want to be the one wizard that knows how to like
Yeah.
that knows like the skimming spell that gets all of like the detritus out of the wall.
Level 3
Nog,
spell,
make me
purify
a
hot
notice
spring.
check.
Ooh.
Pardon me?
Make me a notice check.
Notice check. Ooh, that's not bad. Sorry. That'd be a 17.
You look around, thinking about that world skin that Melander noticed somewhat nervously, and then you see, like, just sort of tucked very discreetly beside the door is like a big skimmer. That somebody who works here uses
It's like a full
fish
skimmer.
leaves and like
Okay.
bits out of.
You said it was magic. Is that the wand over there?
Well, like also the exclusive magical blend of oils and spices is also magic. I'm assured by the family it's a magic secret. Selesnya's secret magic.
So sage, MSG,
It's like
100% cedar.
Are you drinking
garlic,
it?
celery salt.
We're in a broth.
Juniper. I'm getting juniper.
a lot of people have tried to figure it out. No one has.
Do you know what's in it?
No. Like, I was in line to figure it out. I was in line to inherit, like, all of this.
You were mentioning what? Well, you said you are in line, and now you said was as if past
Yeah,
tense.
like-
Something happened?
Is it because you had a brother that was born before you?
Well, it's more my falling out with Nonna.
Oh,
Yeah.
this sounds
so
like it's a lot worse than you were really leading off.
Well, like, if I'm not around, how am I going to run it? If I'm out saving the world, like the teaching of Selesnya teaches, how am I going to manage a hot spring?
you've been gone for 8 days.
It's more than that.
I've had a cold for longer than you've been away.
Let me tell you about the wonders of structural organization and delegation.
Also succession planning.
Nog like puts like one of like the like I assume there's like head cloths and whatnot, sort of like sinks down into the water at the mention of this conversation.
For a slight fee, we could set you up with a document.
Nonna's been managing this place for like, I don't know, 600 years. And I think she was really counting on me to inherit it. But I gotta give back to Selesnya, man. And by Selesnya, I mean Ravnica, man.
I've had a hangover that lasted for 8 days.
Really?
Well, we'll see. We'll get there.
Well, it was being refreshed constantly. But look, first year is a rough time of school.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to do some druid magic.
What?
Anyways, enjoy this. And I'm going to do druid craft. And it's going to be like falling leaves and flower petals. It's like, this makes it even more enjoyable.
Well, you're getting leaves in the water.
They're magical leaves.
They
They
disappear when they
dissipate.
hit the water.
Oh, do they? Okay.
The minute I see this happening, I'm mage handing towards the skimmer.
just like enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Yeah. The magic of Selesnya.
Valencia's like running about trying to like nip the leaves and catch them out of the air and stuff like that.
I used a cantrip.
So did I.
So you're all having a nice, relaxing bath.
Yeah.
The rumors of the magical healing properties of these are very true. In fact, if you have any ailments or HP missing, they are restored.
Yeah.
This is the equivalent of taking a long rest is sitting in this bath.
I'll have to invoice for that as well.
And so you also feel, your skin feels softer, you feel energized, you feel happier, and you all feel a little lighter on your feet. And in practical terms, that means for the next 6 hours, you'll get a +1 to all checks on dex.
Ooh.
Yo. Okay. Nog kind of like sniffs himself a little bit and then like gives himself like a little nibble. He's like, my compliments to the chef.
It's a little floral tasting.
Yeah.
Magic.
Ooh.
All this and more for the Selesnya.
Well, once we're done in the hot springs, I'll go and you would take a shower after a hot spring, right?
You would.
To like at least cool down.
Yeah.
And then like fruit and milk.
It's
provided.
Fruit milk is like the way to go after an onsen trip, isn't it?
In the real world, yes.
Yes, in the real world.
And we'll say there's some sort of delicious melon milk that has suddenly magically appeared in your room while you were in the hot springs.
Oh, I'm gonna have to remember to pay for this afterwards.
So after you're all like dried off and feeling better and your ribs don't hurt anymore, like
Yay.
it's basically like you've been completely healed because you literally have. There's a
water.
polite knock on the door.
I open the door wearing like a 4-foot thick terry cloth robe.
There is a Loxodon here. It's your cousin Kel Molander.
Ah.
And he says, Nana Elga requests your presence in the Great Hall in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Molander!
Yo, what's up, Cal?
Oh, big hugs.
Do they hug with like their trunk too?
Yeah.
Nice. That sounds like a good hug. Nog is not interested, but
Kel looks at you and is like, eh?
he like high five and like hops in the shower.
Sure.
No, so Kel uses his trunk and, because his arms wrap around you and his trunk sort of goes over the back of your head and like nestles into your back. So it's like a 3-pronged hug.
Ooh.
It's very secure.
Warm.
Yes.
Yeah, Loxodon are very large, too.
Surprisingly soft, too.
Well, he probably soaks in the hot springs as well. His skin is supple as yours.
I give the appropriate number of taps on the back.
All right. I assume we'll just get dressed.
Yeah. Like I look through the spa guide and see if I can fit in a mani-pedi at some point.
Nog just keeps the robe on. That's probably like slightly too big for him.
Oh, do they have the goldfish?
For the feet?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, we can go through.
Now that's giving back to Selesnya.
Valencia also has one of the robes on.
Her front legs are through the arms of the robe.
Yeah, the back and the.
I was just dragging behind her.
Yeah.
She's like chasing the belt.
Yeah,
in,
we're
like,
both
little
wearing
circles.
robes still as we go to dinner.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Is everybody else dressed?
I
or
didn't
is-
bring any extra clothes.
Yeah, no, I get dressed appropriately.
I'm back in my
dressed.
Selesnya robe.
Okay. So do you just head back right to the Great Hall? It's like,
Yeah, I suppose while we wait for everyone to get together, and then if we aren't summoned with like 2 or 3 minutes left to go, then we'll head
Yeah,
over on our
we'll
own.
wait till we're all a group and we'll head out together.
all right. You enter, you go back out past the baths, through the courtyard. It's very beautiful. It's starting to get a little bit dark now. You go to the Great Hall, which is a great hall. You enter and the room is 200 feet long. The ceilings are 15 foot high and they are studded with skylights that bathe the room in a rich orange glow from the setting sun. But there's also candles and paper lanterns everywhere and stuff. And the walls are made of the same light wood as the guest room, but the floor is in like sort of a tasteful low pile carpet to dampen sound. And because it's impractical to serve 200 people at the same table, there's just lots of like round tables there for like 12 people. And it's all family style, and there's about 150 people already here, and there is a buffet along the side that is just groaning with all sorts of food. Can people make me some perception checks, please?
16?
15.
Food looks good.
Food looks good.
9.
9. Food looks good.
Food
Yeah.
looks good.
This food's all vegetarian. So, yeah, and there's just all sorts of people around. And Moan, you make me a separate perception check for this kind of feast.
Ooh, 24.
Oh, this is a This is a family dinner plus.
Whoa.
There are cousins here that you don't see for days at a time because
Wow.
they live elsewhere in the Verdani.
Got the
Nana
extra big
Elga is
bucket.
truly irritated with you.
Oh no.
Yeah, I thought I thought the Gobrins were dreading family a family dinner.
I just start sweating.
Yeah. So
Like,
speaking
Oh man.
speaking of Nana Elga,
Yeah.
she is coming up to you and she looks very pleased
Uh-oh.
and says, "Hello, Mo. It's so nice to see you again," and gives you a big hug. It's been
Hi, Nonna.
hours. And then
It's like
she
really good hugs.
hugs you, and she looks at Nog and Valencia. Is Valencia still wearing a robe?
Yes.
You goblins have such delightful practices.
I just assumed that it was better for me to wear comfortable clothes than putting on a full set of armor again.
Everybody else here is wearing their clothes, but you do as you like.
Right. Right. Everybody hugs and walks around naked, but a guy puts on a robe and goes to dinner. He's an idiot. Grumble, grumble. At least there's some chicken. Nope. At least there's some chicken. Nope. Where's the meat?
Oh my dude, we don't like really eat a lot of meat here. It's not as sustainable, you know?
Well, and he like reaches into his pockets and pulls out some of the hotel room nuts and is like, "Well, I brought these at least."
There's other nuts.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah.
There's
like fruits and
nuts, there's
everywhere.
cheeses, there's breads, there's
Ah.
like 60 different kinds of salad.
I
There's
just
so
assumed-
much kale.
I assumed it was
Yogurts,
all tofu and salad.
hummuses.
Oh yeah, there's tofu. There's the Golgari style soy protein stuff.
I assume the Selesnya have been working on like fake meat for roughly as long as the Buddhists.
Dude, you should give it a try. When it's prepared by someone who knows what they're doing with non-meat dishes, it tastes amazing, unlike what the people do when they're just trying to seem pretentious with their tofu.
Is that this instance?
Yeah, this is great!
Oh, okay. And like Nog tries some and is still very unimpressed.
It's just coated in nutritional yeast.
Delicious.
Nutritional yeats.
So, like, Nonna,
Yeah.
I don't want to, what's going on, Nonna?
Oh, Mo.
Because like this is a lot. Like, there's family here I haven't seen, and even before since I left. You didn't call them all here for no reason, did you?
I called them here because they wanted to see you, my dear. We missed you
Oh, I
leaving
miss you
the
too.
family and not contributing to our community and going off and doing your own selfish things. Oh, Mo,
Yes,
here
Nonna.
is someone I would like you to meet.
Oh,
When you
okay.
see a big minotaur walk in who's wearing Selesnyan robes. And this minotaur will be played by Ben.
Oh.
So this is Mo. This is Bovril.
Hi,
He has
Bovril.
just joined our family. I'm sure you two will get along swimmingly. And she sort of goes off to talk to other cousins and stuff like that.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Bovril.
Oh, what's up? I'm Molander. It's very nice to meet you.
Yeah, no, it's a pleasure. Look at all your little cute friends. Are you an adventurer?
I'm just trying to give back to like Selesnya, like the way the teachings talk.
Praise Matt.
Praise Matt.
Praise
yeah.
Matt.
So like, how long you've been around?
Well, I actually just joined the conclave.
Okay.
Welcome.
I'm so happy.
Well,
The tree grows another brute.
my family has been part of the Boros for so long, and they just don't understand what it's like to want to be part of the world tree and give back to people. And just the thought of even hurting someone just makes me so uncomfortable.
I get that. I totally get that. And the teachings definitely talk about, peace and helping out a Ravnica. But it is important to know and to steel your heart that sometimes you have to make tough choices to protect Ravnica and the tree and each other.
Yeah, you just understand. Why would you ever want to leave the Selesnya and go out and adventure? Don't you? Why
Oh,
wouldn't you just
no.
stay here forever?
Oh,
you know,
no.
your Nana.
No, did
Nona.
Nona put you up
Nona.
for this?
Put me up for.
Oh, no, I just think you two would get along, and Mo, if you want to go out into the world, I feel that maybe a little romance might keep you at home.
Oh,
Nona. I just can't get a read on your type, Mo.
Oh, Nona. You seem very nice, and I'm looking forward to really getting to know you. But I need you to understand that Ravnica has called to me, and I need to heed her call, and I need to spread the roots of Selesnya outside of here.
But Ravnica calls to me too. I can be cool.
We all give back to Ravnica in our own ways.
But I want to give back in my way to you.
I understand. I give you a big hug. and
She
I
like
walk-
she
and I
hugs
walk
you
away.
back and it's a little more like please don't go.
What are you two doing? While this is happening. What are Avenir and Enor doing while this is happening?
Hope I played her right.
Him, but whatever.
It's a very handsome minotaur over there. Real tall drink of beef juice.
So Nona, upon seeing, oh, sorry, Avenir. What are you up to?
I suppose just hanging out in a corner, like, you're at a conference, you don't know anyone, you've hit the buffet and are just like standing at a table. You got something to do, and right, you're like, yep, sure is,
Look engaged.
yep.
Legitimately, I am just trying as many different things as I can and taking copious notes.
All right, so Enor is working his way down the buffet table while all this is going on. Nog is sampling tofu dishes, which he finds substandard.
Yes.
Valencia is having a great time. There's like 50 children playing with her. Somebody has found a ball. Valencia's happy as hell.
Yeah.
And you are sitting alone at a table by yourself because you don't know how to talk to people. Been there,
Yep.
understand. Okay,
I try and escape the Minotaur.
you successfully escape the Minotaur only to run once again into Nona. And she goes,
Oh, Molander, I've
Nonna.
got someone for you to meet.
Oh, I love making new friends.
Yes, this is Orphagos. He's, they're very unique. They're considering leaving the Simic Combine and coming to the Conclave.
Oh.
Perhaps you two will be compatible. Orphagos, please.
Hi, welcome.
Hello, we are Orthogos.
You should do. What does Orthogos look like?
Orthogos is a translucent blue ooze.
Yeah, the slime.
Yeah, Orthogos helpfully generates a humanoid shape to hug with.
Are you solid enough to hug?
Absolutely, bring her in.
Oh, yeah. What kind of
nice.
texture are you?
You know those jelly sticky hands that you could
Yeah,
like
firm, oily, and sticky, but no residue afterwards.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
You don't have like bits of hair and stuff on you, do you?
There is some like hair and try to stuck to the lower parts
yeah.
of
It's
Orthogos.
like I guess I delint your
Wow.
sleeves.
I haven't met many ooze before. This is wonderful.
Oh yeah, how's it going? I'm brand new here. This is great.
Yeah, I love it here.
Everyone is smoking, by the way. Hey, you're not so bad yourself. So,
Thank you.
man, I gotta tell you, the last week, best week of my life. Absolutely. So, I hear you haven't been around much, but don't worry, I'll catch you up on what's going on here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, all of your cousins? Amazing. But and that hot spring. Oh, I had some problems when I showed up. I'm not going to lie to you, but it really worked out all the kinks, healed up some stuff that I was worried about,
Yeah.
and this food. Wow.
Well, I hope you enjoy
Wow.
your stay and know that Selesnya will always welcome you for as long as you want to be here.
Absolutely. And hey,
Have you seen the pamphlets on joining?
yeah. Oh yeah. I saw one, picked it up on the street outside. Yeah, signed right up.
Oh, great. Welcome. I'll keep in mind the call thing.
Yeah, totally.
Well,
Tonight,
enjoy.
later maybe.
And know that the Selesnya are always welcoming and
Oh,
always
hell yeah, they are.
welcoming.
Oh, yeah.
I disengage from the slime.
In the background, you can hear like Bovril like crying out. Has anyone seen Mo? Mo!
Poor Bovril. He'll be fine. He'll find somebody else who's equally clingy. You disengage from Orthogos, who goes on to find somebody else who might be into a new and exciting encounter.
Yeah.
And you go to look for your compatriots. What is Nog doing now?
Nog is trying to see how many. He's basically playing Chubby Bunny with like tofu cubes with Valencia, and like we're going back and forth, seeing how we're probably. But it's like I don't think we say Chubby Bunny. We say like engorged crisis.
Several, I would say, actually, 2 children have seen this game and they are now asking you to teach them how to play Engorged Crisis, and they think it's great. There are no parents in sight. No one's going to yell at you for this one.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, still having a great time?
Oh yeah, Nog's making his own enjoyment despite the fact that this is not really necessarily his scene.
Yeah.
All right.
He's
I
basically
was
sitting at the
born
kids'
on
table.
a pirate ship.
Enor, what are you doing?
Enor is still working on the food.
Cool. Avenir, while this is happening, a shy member of the Selesnyan conclave who's like, I don't know, like a human woman in her like 30s, has sat down. She gives you a nod.
Hi.
Hello. And then she goes and pulls out a book. And she says, I am a member of the conclave, but I'm actually not one for big groups. Is it okay if I sit here?
Please. This is the chill corner.
Thank you. And you reach an understanding.
I was waiting for like the Shins or something to start playing. It's like, and a great friendship was born.
You have to listen to this new song. It'll change your life.
Yeah, like the postal service starts playing.
In the crowd, I try and find Nonna just to be like, okay, this has to be enough.
Oh,
Hi.
Yolanda.
Hi, Nonna.
Nonna is, what, did you like Orthogos?
They seem very friendly, and I'm sure they'll be very happy here.
Certainly they seem unique. Now, Molanda, this is Zaludini and her brother Nesbedin.
Oh, yeah,
They're
new friends.
also interested in joining the conclave. Why don't you have a talk with them?
And then Nonna
sure,
disappears. And then
Hi,
you're
new
Zaludini
friends.
and I'll be Nesbedin, who's just standing there behind her like
Hello,
this.
love. Bring it in here.
Hi, what are your names again?
I'm Zalundi.
And
I'm Nesbedin. I'm her brother.
Just keep it in here. Oh, that's you're quite the specimen.
Since I got out, I've been like lots of exercise, lots of adventure. Yeah, but it was good to soak and like relax. And,
Oh, yeah, I can feel the tension right back there. And as I say that, I'm moving my left hand slowly
Yeah.
down, just down and down
yeah.
and down.
Oh, there. Yeah.
Yep, right there.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, no, my.
Hi.
You seem like you could spend a bit more time in the baths, I think.
I know. I've been gone for like 8 days, and I could feel every one of those days. I need to soak like 3 more times.
I absolutely believe that. Well, I mean, maybe you should call me up sometime next time you're going to go in. We could have a nice little chat, and if you're into a nut afterwards, well, you can find me there too.
Sure. And your brother is?
Oh, don't worry about him. He's just here to have a good time. Isn't that right, Nesbin?
Yep.
And you two, how long have you been members?
Well, we're just joining up right now, you see.
Oh,
we
welcome.
We need someone to show us the ropes around here, and by God, you look like the kind of person who just knows everything about the Selesnya.
I do, and I'd love to show your way around, but I have found purpose in the broader Selesnyan goal of giving back to Ravnica, and like I get it, and I wish I could show you around, and I do a great job of showing you around, but like I'm not going to be here too much longer. I've got work to do.
Oh, we'll have to make it quick then. Maybe later tonight we can meet up for that bath, and then maybe play a game of some engorged crisis.
Oh, that's so hot right now.
Oh,
And then the duck.
You would not believe how much I can fit in my mouth.
Whoa! Whoa!
That's me smirking, not Nesbin is this thing.
No! No! Yeah. I go find Nonna. Nonna, we need to talk.
Mo.
Moo, keep an eye on those two.
And then she goes back off.
Welcome back. This is hard. So I have two things. One, I'll probably call all of them before the night's done. After the dinner party. That's a separate thing.
Okay.
Those Selesnyan values. But I will try and find some point to have a heart-to-heart with Nonna during the night, if she accommodates it.
Your Nonna is actually going over to Avenir right now.
Oh.
Oh,
And she goes, she stops and talks to the girl at the desk and says, "Hello, Lubla." I'm not very good at coming up with names on the fly. How are you? How are you? She's got a more kindly voice. How are you, Lubla? And Lubla goes, eh. She says, "I'm so glad that you came out to see your cousin Molander. I know you don't like big parties. Thank you." And they give a little hug. And then, anyhow, and she goes over to you and she goes, "Avenir."
director.
Yes. You look like you're more observant than you let on.
I wasn't aware I was concealing it, but yes.
Did you see those two humans that Mo was talking to?
I did, yes. They seem to be family.
You keep an eye on them. We here in the Selesnya Conclave obviously welcome all who would join our guild, but I want to give Mo the chance to contribute to our community. Just let me know if I need to call the votaries, or if you could take care of it, or Molanda.
And then she disappears off.
Insight.
Yeah.
Insight. Insight.
18? No, 15.
15.
What the hell does that mean?
Well, Nonna Elga has scuttled off. But luckily, you do have Lubla here,
Right.
who's reading her book. And she doesn't look up and she says, "Oh, yes. Nana believes that when you help, that help begins with the community. So I think if Nana is asking you to do something, she's asking you to contribute in some way to the community so she can do something for Molander. I understand that he left and that made her very angry, but he also has something important that needs to be signed. And I don't think she's going to do it until he does something to help out the family. And if I was you, I'd look at those two because they look suspicious as hell."
Fair. How long have they been here for?
They just came by tonight because this is also a welcoming. This is also, if you're interested in joining, you may as well come out to a family dinner thing. So there's a bunch of people here who don't belong in the conclave. And of course, we do have votaries and security on site, but it makes people nervous when they go to check something out and there's a lot of armed guards hanging around. And this is one of the more public-facing areas of the Verdani, so we typically don't have too many of them.
Good to know. Thanks for the insight. I keep an eye on those two. Should I roll anything?
Roll me a perception check.
All right. 20.
Ooh.
They make a quick orbit of the room. They make sure that nobody's watching, and they slip out the front door.
I try to catch Enor's eye.
I'm also going to make my way over to Avenir. Be like, "Avenir,
Yes,
everyone
ma'am?
is so thirsty. Oh,
There's like
Yeah, that sounds awful.
there's some taps next to the buffet. You can pour yourself.
So those two that you were talking to earlier,
yeah." Like,
don't like them.
the sister, super into me. The brother, quieter, also super into me. But like, they're siblings, right?
While this is going on, you see Nog and Valencia walking over, both still with like a mouthful of like tofu cubes and whatnot. They're like, "Hey guys, this time is great! Let's go over here!"
I'm glad you're having a good time, friend. This is hard. I'm getting like a lot of pressure from my nonna to settle down, and like I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I was lucky. My older brother has 3 kids, so that kind of took a lot of pressure off. But those two, very suspicious.
Whoa, what do you mean by suspicious?
They behave in an inappropriate way that has alarmed multiple members of your family.
What?
I'm gonna go follow them.
Is anybody else going to go with them?
Yo, totally.
Yeah, then Nog is like, and like a wad.
Just like a cylinder.
Oh yeah. Like there was like one like poking out of his nose, and it like sloops back. Like the sinuses comes out, and the same thing like with Valencia. Valencia does like bat.
Is it just like, does it have the Batman imprint of your teeth?
Yeah. Bob's just like, oh, yeah, all right, I'm in. Espionage.
All right, well,
5 children say, bye, Nog, as you leave.
Bye, kids, and remember, stay in school. Winners don't do. Is there drugs?
All right, so you go into the courtyard. It is empty.
interesting.
There's the main spa, and then there's a hot springs building.
Where do they keep the money? Probably the spa. Either
Well-
that, or if they were going to the hot springs building, they would be after the 11 herbs and spices.
They're after our secret recipe of herbs and oils, spices.
I am gonna order KFC after this stupid. I'm so upset at this.
I know, you walk past it and you're like, hey, that smells good. And then
Yeah,
you eat
and
it.
then you eat it and you go,
you're like, I've made a terrible
I
mistake.
hate everything.
Yeah.
But I know I'm gonna do it now.
KFC is Boros colors.
Actually, I look around. Is there any evidence as to where they've gone?
No.
No? Okay. Let's go check out the spa building. Or the baths.
The
sorry.
baths? All right.
Yes.
So you go into the bathroom. Make me or you go into the bath building. Doors open because it's not locked.
Right.
Look around. Make me a perception check. Everybody make me a perception check.
Whoops.
7.
Seems. What?
7.
7.
7.
18.
All right. You notice that this is a building. You're like, oh, hot springs. We were just there. But you, because maybe you've been here before, you're like, wait a minute. And there's the entrance to the men's baths and the women's baths, and then just a little discreet door off to the side marked private that is slightly ajar.
Yeah.
That should not be.
Yo, why is that door open? That's not right. Yo, follow me. And then I'm just like going to slowly push it open. Like,
So it leads directly down to a flight of stairs that's completely dark. But here has dark vision.
yo.
All right, so I'm going to say that all of you can navigate down these stairs fine in the dark. And Avenir, if you go last and hold on to somebody's shoulder, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. What the?
I'll cast the light on my staff. if
Actually-
you need it.
Oh, do you want to do that then?
Well, we could be secret.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do
Do we want to be seen here, or do we need to?
Let's give it a second just in case, because this door's not supposed to be open, right?
Yeah, can we hear anything down the stairs?
No. Maybe? Wait, make me a perception check.
20.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you definitely hear something coming from
10.
downstairs very quietly, though.
That's a 1.
You don't hear anything.
Okay.
Maybe you still have some tofu in your ear from this chubby bunny.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Like,
It's like
something like a human something? Or-
like a rustling noise.
I'm going to try to stealthily make my way down the stairs. No light yet, but I'm going to see if I can feel my way down the stairs in the dark.
Do we
Okay.
communicate this?
Ben, can you toss me PHP?
Yeah.
Make yourself a stealth check.
Wait, this is the +2 to any dex-related check, right?
Oh
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
+1?
Well,
Plus
because I
one
don't
to
want
a
to be
dex
sneaky. I
check.
can cast a sneaky
20.
spell too.
20. You go down silent as a cat.
Like I'm stealing from the supply closet at work.
God. All right,
Anybody else?
noticing this, I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on the group, too.
Oh, well, then everybody passes silently as a
Yeah.
cat.
Nice.
But Avenir does it with more style.
Yeah, well, I can do it on... Yeah, you are even better than the rest of us.
You parkour your ass.
But a
down the
reminder,
stairs.
this actually continues shadows and silence upon us. We effectively have a plus 10 dexterity bonus for stealth checks.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So we could still roll if you'd like.
I mean, if you got that. So you go down. It is very dark in here, but since everybody except Avenir has dark vision, and your vision will start to adjust in the next minute or so. This is a small sort of like, not really basement, but downstairs storage closet sort of room. It's got low ceilings. They're maybe 7 feet. Like a Loxodon couldn't get down here. And the room is not super big. It's like maybe like 20 by 15, and it is just piled with boxes and lined with shelves that hold sheets and robes and pillowcases and towels and cleaning supplies. This is the storeroom
Right.
for this. But there is there's some signs of disturbance. There's some knocked over cleaning bottles and some boxes that have been opened. And on the other end is, on the other side of the room, is another door that is open. And in front of the door, you see a crumpled figure.
I move over to the figure.
The crumpled figure is a votary, which is a Selesnyan guard. She appears to be asleep and unconscious. But she's like, not like, meh. She's like, meh.
Like magical sleep?
Yes.
What door is this?
This is a door to a separate room inside this storage room.
Would I know what that door is?
Yes. This is the room where they keep the secret ingredients for the 11 oils and spices.
Does the votary have a weapon?
The votary has a staff that is not, like a big tall staff that is not being used, is
Yeah,
laying
I
on the
realized
floor
I'm not
beside her.
wearing Any armor.
In your
Yeah,
bathrobe?
I quietly pick up the staff.
All right.
This is the room where we keep the secret spices and oils.
Did they have like an offhand weapon? Like a
No.
dagger?
They have a shield.
I pick up the shield.
Molander, is there any other way out of this room?
There is not.
No.
I will cast Arcane Lock on the exit.
Okay, now there's definitely no other way out of the room.
All right.
How does arcane lock work?
Let me grab.
So this is the other door, not the one that's there.
This
Okay.
is the door to the the
Shoot,
door
that's
marked
one of the
private.
ones I have-
I'm trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
one I don't have on my paper. Sorry. One moment. Arcane Lock is you touch a closed door, window, gate, chest, or other entryway, and it becomes locked for the duration. You and creatures you designate when you cast the spell can open the object normally. You can also set a password that, when spoken within 5 feet, suppresses the spell for 1 minute. Otherwise, it is impassable until the lock is broken or the spell is dispelled or suppressed.
What's the password, Enor?
Sausage.
Just be you.
Just be you. Okay, that's the password. All right. So the door to the storeroom is like also slightly ajar, but not totally ajar. Mm-hmm. And you can hear now much more clearly. You can hear. What there's no instructions anywhere. What are we supposed to just grab some of everything? I guess. This is not going as well as I thought it would. Oh Christ!
All
Is
recognize that
it
voice?
totally dark in here?
It's totally dark by human standards. Yes. But then, does anybody want to like peek inside?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm also curious if I recognize that voice. I get a 20.
That is Nesbedden.
No, she was so nice.
He
was so nice. Oh, that was the scowly one.
Yeah.
Should we just bust in and be like,
I
wait,
mean-
what's?
The votary didn't fall over on her own.
Yeah.
All right, maybe we could leave with some magic here.
Should we just knock them out?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Light?
Here, let's coordinate. I can entangle them. I'll summon the roots of the world tree. Do you have something you could follow that up with?
Well, I could stop them. That's about it. I could ensnare them with further vines.
We could double ensnare. I like that. They won't go anywhere.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's light it up.
Okay. Chunk. Yeah. All right. Let me cast ensnare.
Everybody roll me some initiative.
Okay.
All right.
This is gonna be a rough fight.
Where bathrobe.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a tilt.
You couldn't just let me have it, could you?
Avenir, what's your
3?
initiative?
19.
It was
19.
16.
Oh, was it? Oh.
9.
9 for Enor,
11.
11 for Nog,
10.
10 for Melander, and what is Valencia's initiative?
21.
21. All right. So now that you've rolled some initiative, and I've given Heather a chance, all right. I need to pull up a web page and add you all to the initiative tracker.
So I have a shield. I'm proficient with shields. So
Nice.
I'm like, I can guard and dodge things, but I'm not going to be doing a lot of damage.
Can you shield rush?
Well, Valencia can bite.
Yeah, no, Valencia, she's at peak performance. But yeah, I have nothing to fight with.
All right.
So shields add +2 to your AC?
I believe that traditionally, yes. I don't know fifth ed too well.
Well,
Small shield was +1, large shield +2, but that was 10 years ago.
so you have.
I can figure it out. It's all good.
So you bust open the door and you cast a light spell. Well, you see Zalotany and Nesbedden,
Yes,
and
+2.
they have like a little like tiny portable light spell on like the end of a stick, and they're like, bleh! And they are in the process of just jamming random bundles of herbs and like decanting oil into different containers, and they're like, piss.
Hello, love. Didn't expect to see you here so soon. The buffet's still open.
Or are you here for dessert?
I'll have you know I once wanted to date the leader of my school's fencing team.
Freeze! We're the Spices Police, and it's a goblin with a shield and a bathrobe,
Oh,
trying to
good.
look menacing.
So Zalotany won our initiative. So
Uh-oh.
so she's gonna be like,
We don't get our surprise attack when we kick open the door? I guess we kick open the door and the initiative is rolling and they were faster?
yeah, because
Yeah,
they're.
did you put 21 for Valencia?
I can't change the initiative because I'm using an iPad right now.
Okay.
So I think the initiative is stuck with the dummy numbers I put in because Heather updated it and it did not resync to my version of the initiative tracker. So we'll
All
just
right,
go
she
in.
stepped away.
The order it's in.
That's fine. So Zalotany goes, piss. Well, I guess we're doing this. And she goes, we are Zalotany and Nesbedden, crime extraordinaire, and we are here to steal the secret of the 11 oils and spices. You meddling Selesnians won't get in our way. And she pulls a whip out from her robes, and she
Hell
goes,
yeah. I'm stoked for Team Rocket right here.
somebody made me a perception check. Or a remember, or an insight, or some kind of using your brain roll.
History?
History.
21.
These people seem awfully familiar.
26.
The woman has long hair, and the man has like a little cropped beard.
What else?
Wait, sorry.
The woman has long hair, and the man has a little cropped facial hair.
Is it the two people from the bar?
It's the two people from the alley.
Oh, the ones who stole your bus pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
You two again.
Yeah. I'm just like,
I mean, it's cool that you guys are moving up in the world. You went from petty theft to potentially grand larceny.
Bah! And then so she looks at you and she rolls to hit you with her whip. Ooh, and she rolls a 19. So your AC is 0 right now?
No. So I'm not wearing armor anymore, so on top of my just like dexterity modifier and the shield, it would be 14.
14. Well, that's a hit. So she is going to do. I mean, whips aren't very strong. I mainly gave her this because I thought it was exciting.
Heck yeah.
She's going to deal 4 slashing damage to
wow.
you. Which.
Ha! You think that hurts? I've been to a Rakdos party.
And Avenir, it's your go.
I'm going to try to disarm her.
Okay.
Oh.
I once knew how this worked, which is the most dangerous kind of rule to know.
How about Valencia gets to go while Avenir is going?
Sure.
Yeah, if there's any way to fix it on the initiative track.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, so, all right, Valencia is going to bork, and hop over to, I guess, Nesbedin?
Nesbedin.
Yeah, and going to try and chomp on him. Maybe on an arm that's holding a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're also not wearing armor because they didn't want to look suspicious.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
okay.
So
Chomp away my dog. 17.
that's definitely a hit. Roll me some damage.
I'm only missing my Caltron apparently for some reason. That will be 5 damage.
He takes 5 damage. He goes, ah! I didn't know there'd be Boros dogs here. Gah!
Bork.
All right. Let's see. Avenir, are you ready to go?
Yes, apparently disarming is now a maneuver that can only be used by fighters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use insightful fighting as a bonus action. I'll roll insight versus deception.
Who are you targeting?
I guess Zalodny, if
Zalodny?
she's the one who's armed right now.
Well, Nesbedin just hasn't had a chance to pull out his weapon. But yes. So against Zalodny. What am I rolling to check against you?
Deception, the target number is 11.
She does not make her roll.
Okay. Then I get bonus damage if I hit.
All right. But this will be an unarmed.
Well, I've got the quarterstaff.
Okay, you've got the quarterstaff. Excellent.
Bonk!
Get bonked.
13.
13, that's a hit against an unarmored opponent.
Alrighty. 7 damage?
Oof. She takes 7 damage and is like, ugh. All right.
Alright.
I
Suppose I can't. It'd be really cool to do like a thing where I'd be like, hit her and then throw the weapon to Nog, but that seems abusive of mechanics.
a little bit. I don't think you could do that as a free action.
Probably not.
But I'd let you do that instead of taking your turn. Meanwhile, it's Enor's turn.
Going to cast Ensnaring Strike and then attempt to hit them. Them being Nesbedin.
Nesbedin, all right. Right now he has a dog chomping his arm.
18 plus 6 means that that's a 24.
You definitely hit him.
Cool. That's going to do 5
Oof.
damage.
Nesbedin takes 5 damage.
And
Is he ensnared?
they are ensnared, which means that at the start of each of their turns, until they work their way out, they'll take 1d6 of piercing damage.
Oh my goodness. Now how do they work their way out?
Creature restrained by the vines. Strength check against my save DC.
What's
So
your save
14.
DC? Okay, cool. I can do that. I make my strength check. What is your save DC? 14 or
14.
14. I don't make my strength check.
Great.
So I take 1d6.
Yep.
Roll me some damage.
That'll be 4.
My goodness. Woof. Nesbedin struggles, but hurts himself in the process and cannot make an action this turn, correct?
Hurt himself in his confusion.
All right, Nog, it's your turn.
Okay, Nog's gonna, I guess for the best part of it, run over and
Hit him with the shield.
I mean, a shield isn't a weapon. It'd be the same as making an unarmed attack, really. So Nog, I guess, will try and. So were they shoving the stuff into like their?
They've got some bags that they have secreted out. They basically say criminal activities, essentially,
Can
right?
I steal the bags from them?
Yeah, or
Potentially.
there's a variety of other things in here. There's big sheaves of dried herbs. There's like pots of oil.
I would like to take one of the pots of oil off and try and douse the two
Please do not waste the Selesnya's oils and spices.
and like on them.
You can pick one or the other.
Can I completely douse Zalduni in oil?
In Zlodny, only if you also douse Avenir, because he is in combat with her.
What about, and nobody's nearby Nesbedin?
Your dog is near Nesbedin.
She will forgive me for this.
Nesbedin's also already restrained, though.
Oh, really? All right, fine. Zalduni, you're getting oily today, Cameron.
Good thing we're very close to a bath.
I douse her. I grab one of the canisters and attempt to douse her in oil.
All right, make me a dex check for that.
Okay.
to like fling off the lid and like splash.
That would be a 21.
A 21, you do a fantastic job of dousing Zolotany and Avenir in oil.
Okay.
They will take a -3 to all dex checks because they are very oily from now on. And boy, the room frickin' reeks like sandalwood. It is
Yeah.
overpowering.
In the
This is like walking past a lush.
It's like having a lush injected directly into your sinuses. It smells like a bath bomb exploded inside your brain.
I guess part of the goal that I was going for was like also to have like the ground be a little bit like oily. So
Oh, you're
everyone
right.
starts,
The
like,
ground
tripping.
should be oily.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, anybody trying to move in and out of this not very big room, it's maybe like 6 by 6. If anywhere in the splash zone is going to have to make me a dex check not to fall on their bums.
Yeah. All right. I'm helping.
All right, Melander, go ahead.
Like, Nog, that's a family secret recipe!
Yeah. Well, it's gonna get stolen from you and gonna be not so secret if these two get away.
All right. I'm going to have to change my plan now because my plan involved moving over the oil. I'm going to cast Thorn Whip, which is
Okay.
a cantrip.
Okay.
So I create a long vine-like whip covered in thorns that lashes out at my hand. So the one that's not currently entangled.
Right, Zolotany, the oily one.
So I'm not going to hit Slodny. I'm instead going to hit
Oh no, there's the oily one and there's the entangled one.
the one that's not entangled. I'm going to
Okay,
hit the oily one with the thorns.
Okay.
So I just create it, and now I make a melee spell attack against the target.
Okay. Using your spellcasting
Using my
modifier.
spellcasting
What do you-
modifier, which is my wisdom. So it'd be a 14.
That's going to be a hit on an unarmored opponent. So roll me some damage.
Okay, the spell's damage increases, so it's 1d6 plus my spell modifier, which is 5. And if the creature is larger or smaller, I can pull them towards me. So what I'm hoping to do now with the pull is make them slip on the oil.
You are definitely going to make her. If you pull her towards you, her feet are going to go out from underneath her, and she's going to fall right on her butt.
Woo!
Prone.
So I'm going to say that she's going to take 1d4 of falling damage.
All right.
Because she's going to slip in a very inelegant and unexpected way. She's going to take 3 points of falling damage, and now she is extremely injured and on the ground, but she's also going to go, bleh! Avenir, make
damage
me
from
a
your
dodge check to make sure you don't get
It
wiped
was
out too, because
D6.
you're also
Okay.
standing in a patch of oil.
I guess
bonus, right? Or is it plus my
acrobatics?
spell
Acrobatics.
bonus?
Or a dex save?
Oh, I did, yeah.
Make me a dex save, so you get -2.
That would be 19.
You do not get knocked over.
Whoa.
Excellent.
It's like that Akira soundtrack song. Oh.
Zolotany is down on the ground, but she's not quite down yet. And I would say that she could use. She's going to try to whip probably Melander from the ground.
Okay.
Whatcha? And
Should
she's.
we have disadvantage or something?
Oh, my camera. Did my camera just die?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I heard a beep.
I shut off the speaker.
Is chat hearing that sound?
Oh yeah, Chad is still hearing that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Snowstorm coming at you live.
Ooh.
Okay, what did you about the
You can unplug it and plug it back in again.
Refresh the feed.
I think it's a camera problem. Let's just, I don't know if they can hear us or not. Okay.
Please hold.
I mean, I can just, goodbye my microphone. I can just slide in here like this. Hey, hello, Kathleen is in the Shadow Realm. Curse you, Snow.
Maybe reboot the camera.
Oh,
there
hey.
we
There
go.
we go.
Ah,
Yep.
touch
Yeah.
the cord.
It's
I
a-
really touched the cord.
that could be a
Ooh.
bad chord then.
Yeah.
Not good.
New project on Tinker Tailor.
Loud noises.
Again?
Okay, please mute whatever that is, Heather. We can hear you that there's a lot of static. Is it interference?
What is that?
Really, I turned off the computer noise, so it should be.
Static is gone.
Oh, static's gone and good. She's back, much better. Ah, okay. Sorry, just waiting for
Hey.
chat to catch up.
Literally
Hooray
just
for
that-
Heather!
Literally
Looks
just that
short.
cord.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds like a
Unfortunately-
bad cable.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the
Yep.
middle of the fight, we got oil all over the cables, so apologies for that.
I mean, I'm hoping I can cut some of that out.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for bearing with us. We do see you briefly, chat. Zolotany is going to whip at you
No.
And she's going to deal you 3 points of damage.
Jesus.
She's going to get you right on the She's going to get you right on the ankle.
I accept. I have been whipped.
But she's looking terrible. Avenir, it's your go.
So Nasreddin is restrained.
Yes.
Zolodny is prone but still fighting.
Yes. Or trying to, at least. Sort of slipping around in oil. I rolled a net. I wasn't going to give her that attack, but she got a natural 20, so I was like, do some
Yeah,
damage.
no, fair. I'm just going to
Give her a little bonk?
Yeah, give her a bonk.
All right, give her a bonk. She's prone. She's not wearing armor.
Coup de grace.
15?
You
Yeah.
definitely
Or
hit
no,
her.
17.
Coup de grace.
What's the
Just be
minimum?
like-
What's the minimum damage on a quarterstaff?
Well,
If
it'll
you're holding
be 3.
Then you will knock her out.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so you bonk her and she goes, buh. And then Nesbedden goes, Zolodny!
Tripping my friends, nay, I say nay thee.
Go ahead, Enor.
And
Or no, I'm sorry. I guess it's technically supposed to be Valencia's go because I let her go first to
Yes.
kill time. So Valencia, what do you want to do?
I mean, she's gonna bite this dude again. Like I imagine this
All right.
would be like a continuation of her like clamping down.
Yeah.
Bite and shake.
Yeah. Give another bite.
Uh-oh.
No, that'd be a 7.
Now she misses in all
Yeah.
the excitement. Go ahead, Enor.
Give him a shocking grasp now.
Okay.
Don't tase me, bro.
That's 17 plus 6 is 23.
Roll me some damage.
That will be on the... He forgets what dice to use. Ooh, a D8.
Oh.
That's a nifty one. I haven't used that. There we go. 3
3.
points of shocking damage.
Nesbedden does not make his strength check to get out of your vines.
Ooh,
Roll me some damage for that.
5.
Oh God.
Nesbedden looks very hurt and is restrained. Nog, it is your turn.
Nog does the hero punch.
All right. Just
a
go
hero punch.
right in the nose.
Yeah. It's a punch.
Is it like the flying Superman or is it the boop?
It's just a punch to the face.
Oh, okay.
I'm a hero. I'm punching him.
Ergo.
I thought
It's
this
a
was like
hero
I thought
punch.
this was like a thing.
No.
Okay. There's like the Superman punch.
No. Well, hold on. No, I only get a +5, so 9. Unfortunately.
9 is not going to hit his AC. So what I'm going to say you try to do is do something fancy
I was
and
like,
sort of like
hero punch, and like.
he's too high up. His
Yeah.
face is too high up, and you miss.
Okay,
Your
I
arms
was
aren't
gonna.
long
I
enough.
just figured he was like he's gonna be running and punch and then like slide like fast on the
But
ground.
thematically appropriately, Melander, it is your go. Nesbedden is restrained. He is easy pickings.
Surrender!
Never.
Well, fine then, and I'll use the thorn whip and just
Okay.
like hit him.
Roll me a roll.
I get a 16.
You definitely hit him. Roll me some damage.
Get a 5.
That is enough to actually knock him unconscious. So now he's prone in this
It
restraint
didn't
spell.
have to be this way. All right, friends. You're in top secret Selesnya area. Do you mind if I hold the area while you go get some guards?
I mean, the door's locked, but yeah, sure, we'll get him.
Yeah, thank you. Also, I'm like a little bit uncomfortable you being in here, and I'm also worried about Nog wrecking more ingredient stuff. So I'll hold this down and you go get help.
The staff.
Oh, to
I don't know.
They're unconscious.
Yeah.
all right. Nog hops up on Valencia and starts like Valencia holds strong and he like ferries like gondola style like skids across like
The oil.
the oil floor to get out and then like
Whoa.
starts hopping up the stairs.
All right.
What a mess.
And the password was just be you.
The password was literally, you guys can leave at any time. That's what I was telling you. It's only these assholes who can't get out.
That's an extremely long and inefficient password.
Okay, I've been trying to tell you guys the whole time that all you need to do is just be yourselves and
It's
you can
literally
leave
just
these
these assholes who
that
can't
can't
go
leave.
back.
It worked.
And the door opened.
The door opens and you immediately see Nona Elga and 2 votaries. And she goes, "Oh, could you just let me down? Thank you, thank you, thank you." And they make their she flicks on the overhead light switch and the lights come on.
Yo, Nona.
Oh, Molander!
That brother and sister combo you totally tried to like set me up with, and
Oh, I just wanted you to look them over.
Oh, they were bad people. Look, they were trying to steal our secret blend of oils and spices.
Oh, that's the 4th time this year that someone's tried to steal the secret of the 11 oils and spices. I should never have made it up. It's more trouble than it's worth.
What, it's a lie?
Oh, Pooh, it's just marketing. The real magic is in having a long, hot bath. You young people just don't make enough time for that, always running around and saying things like, oh no, Mumia Vig is going to turn us all into oozes. Rakdos is awake again. The implicit maze didn't make any stops in the 6 districts. We should start a letter writing campaign. Oh my goodness, and now the sausages are filled with fingernails, or whatever that Obot man said. Anyway, there's always some sort of emergency or another.
I'm sorry. I need you to stop talking, Kathleen,
Yes.
because I need to give you new batteries or something, because your mic is just cutting out a lot.
Well, that means we just get to hear Nana Elga's speech one more time.
Oh boy.
So we'll just.
I think Heather's grabbing us more gear.
Can I have? Is it okay if I just use Ben's microphone?
Pass me that.
All right. How do I sound now?
Try again.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Time for some exposition and jokes.
Sounds good.
All right.
The
And
people you tried to hook me up with are totally bad people.
Oh, that's the 4th time this year someone's tried to steal the secret of the 11 oils and spices. I should never have made it up. It's just been more trouble than it's worth.
Wait, it's a lie? There's no magic in the oils and spices?
Pooh, that part's just marketing. The real magic is just in sitting down and relaxing and having a long, hot bath. You young people just don't make enough time for that. You're always running around and saying things like, oh no, Mama Vig is going to turn us all into oozes. Rakdos is awake again. The implicit maze didn't make any stops in the 6th district. We need to start a letter writing campaign. And now the sausages are filled with fingernails, whatever that old bot man was complaining about. It's always one sort of emergency of another. You could always just sit down and take some time for self-reflection. That's the real healing magic, but that doesn't sell spa admissions. You'd have known that if you had taken up my offer to stay here and become my apprentice, Molander.
But Nonna, I've heard my calling and Ravnica needs me.
That is true.
And look, we're doing good. We stopped the bad people from stealing something that didn't matter.
Nog's still like ferrying around on the back in the background, like, on the back of Valencia, sliding along the oil.
Goodness, they knocked over an entire jug of sandalwood oil. What stupid thieves.
Avenir's considering yet another ruined outfit.
Yeah.
Mo, I do appreciate that you have to follow your own path. But after you are done helping Ravnica, please promise me you will use your talents to come back here and help our family. Do you know how many incompetent grandchildren I have? Mo, you're the smartest of them all. Do not leave me in this situation.
Oh, that's a lot of responsibility, but I do get it. I've been working hard to be smart, and I think the hard work is paying off. Like my friends trust me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, Mo.
Oh.
And I know that you are doing you are doing your best to help the community. You're just doing it in your own way.
Oh, thanks, Nonna. Hug?
Hug.
Yeah!
I'll sign your sausage thing now.
Somebody who needs you.
You hear that? She'll sign it.
Yay! Everybody get out the thing.
Oh, your copy's kind of oily now.
I'm gonna have to wait for another sale at Banana Republic so I can refresh my wardrobe.
So Nana Elga pulls a pen out of one of her like somewhere in her robes. Says, does a beautiful flourishing signature that has the Selesnya insignia sort of incorporated into it. It's very nice. She's had hundreds of years
Elaborate.
to work on it.
Neat.
Awesome.
So
Now, Mo, I do love you, and I appreciate it. And I'm glad they are closing that hair loophole in the sausage thing. That's disgusting. Yes. But if you go 8 days again without visiting,
Yes, Nonna? Yes, Nonna. I understand. I'll try and come home more regularly.
Good boy.
Thank you. I have a slime and a minotaur I need to go catch up with now.
Matt Selesnya's blessings be with you.
Selesnya's blessing with you too, Nonna.
And with that, you have obtained 5 of 10 guild signatures.
Yeah!
So what a perfect place to end our campaign for the night.
Awesome. Holy moly.
Yeah,
You did it.
we did it. And I'm drenched.
Perfect. We'll see you all next time on Dice Friends.
Yay! Holy moly, we're 5 for 5.
Yeah.
Finally.
You caught up.
It's oil, though. It's more of a dry wet.
Yeah, yeah, I'm feeling like
doesn't make sense.
exfoliated
It's non-polar.
from the... It is. It's a non-polar solvent.
Yeah, we got 2 in one day. I'm pretty proud of us.
20012.
Yeah, we're back on track. Praise be to Matt.
Hail,
Hail Matt.
So what are the remaining signatures? The remaining signatures are the Is It, the Rakdos, the Demir, the Golgari, and the Cynic. So you were 5 for 5.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, we've got the in with the is it.
Yeah.
Good job getting the easy ones done first, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other ones seem like they're going to be difficult, considering
You had to go literally to the edge of Ravnican civilization for the Gruul one.
That's true. The Gruul was a tough
blood
one.
sport.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, the entire Gruul clan chanted Comte, Comte, Comte.
And Mo, you patched things up with your grandmother.
Hooray!
She gave you a chance to demonstrate helping the family.
And I did.
Yes, you did a great job.
What a good Hot Springs episode.
She didn't realize that it was you who spilled the oil. She just thought they were incompetent thieves, so they all
Yeah.
got away with that.
Good.
Hooray!
I'm going to miss Zolotny.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
do
a
you guys
feeling-
want to read out your character bios?
Oh, yeah,
actually?
okay. Orthagos is some sort of jelly/ooze/blob. Build, blue, partially translucent. Personality. You are a genderless pansexual simic ooze that holds the current Zona 2 adaptation record, 37 times, which means you no longer have arms, legs, or
In
a
a
head.
row?
But being entirely made of ooze has its benefits. You don't have to wear pants, people don't try to sit next to you on the subway, and if you really need an appendage or an orifice, you can make one. When you realize this, you set off on a series of exciting and unique sexual encounters. But now you've reached the limits of Simic healthcare, and you've heard the Selesnyans are DTF.
Wow.
Damn.
Bovril is race, minotaur, build, soft. Personality. You just joined the conclave because you finally accepted that although your family has been members of the Boros Legion for 7 generations, you're not a fighter, and the thought of hurting someone makes you want to cry. You're looking for love and acceptance, and you're not picky. In fact, many people describe you as clingy.
Zolotny's average with long hair, and Nesbin has a short hair and a short beard. Zolotny's very forward. She's a thief trying to steal legendary secrets of the 11 oils and spices. Trying to seduce Molander because, you know, he's the director's grandson and he looks dumb enough to tell you the secret recipe.
Oh my goodness.
When it becomes clear that Molander is just as dumb and not usefully dumb, you lose interest. Nesbin is Zolotny's crime partner and IRL partner.
That's why he's so mad the whole time. It's just like,
He's just there to provide backup and muscle. Doesn't talk a bit.
What was that character's name in Lupin the Third?
We-
The
Doraemon?
no, the love interest.
Oh, Fujiko?
Yeah, Fujiko.
Fujiko,
Ah,
yeah.
yeah,
Basically,
she's
she's a Fujiko.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
yeah. So,
Irene Adler type.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
congratulations. I'm proud of all of you. So thanks for tuning in. That's Dice Friends. We'll be back same bat time, same back channel next week. Heather has already put up our YouTube channel. If you missed this episode or wanted to see an edited version without the psst part in the end where our camera suddenly cut out, and I really apologize for the bees and the static and my microphone and stuff like that. But check it out for the replay. And coming up at 8 o'clock, we have season 2 of The Broken Pact, which is
Ruben!
Yeah, friend Ruben.
yeah, our friend Ruben is running that, and I believe Ashlin's in that
Ashlin's
one
on it
too.
too.
Really?
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So
Two
yeah.
rad people.
Yeah, 2 rad people. So everybody have a great time, and we will join you at the same time next week. Bye bye.
Night.